What's good, family? It's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper. Welcome to another amazing episode of Trappin Tuesday. I'm your host, Wall Street Trapper, man, and I want to just say thank you all for just joining us another week. Jose, it's episode 88, bruh.
88, my favorite number. Well, 8 my favorite number. Double means. I was born on 4-4.
Oh, God. Then he going to give us the details. Oh, God. All right, y'all. So, man, we got a lot to talk about this week, but I want to start off this week. I want to make a great, bold statement that you hold on to. Your financial growth is non-negotiable. Your financial growth is non-negotiable. We go through life saying that we want to achieve these goals. We go through life saying that we want to live a certain life, but yet we don't want to grow financially. So when I say financial growth, I'm not just talking about monetary. Right? When I say financial growth, I'm talking about skill set. I'm talking about the ability to see opportunity when everybody else is scared. I'm talking about your ability to perform, collect assets. I'm talking about your ability to produce passive income. I'm talking about your ability to have a blueprint, be the architect of your family's last name. I'm not just talking about growing your money. I'm saying growing your net worth. I'm talking about increasing your purchasing power. I'm talking about changing the trajectory of not just your life, but the whole way that your family lives life in general. Your financial growth is non-negotiable. Your financial growth is non-negotiable. How is it that you can truly say you want a thing, but yet not do everything in your will to achieve said thing? The human species is the only species that limits their growth. The human species is the only species that put limitations on the things they can do. It is a natural instinct. Matter of fact, let me rephrase that. It is an innate nature to push yourself above and beyond. It's an innate nature. That's why when we see, like, we look at the animal, we see them do things, you be like, why would you do that? Because it's in the animal's interest to go forward. It's an innate nature in an animal to move forward, to survive, to max out the capacity that they have in this existence. The human being and the human species is the only species that put limitations on what it can accomplish. And in most cases, the anxiety is only us having faith in the negative. The fear is us concocting things that do not exist, and then we are acting as if they are real. That's it. Like the fear of losing money. Why do you have that fear? You haven't lost the money yet. You haven't lost the money yet. You haven't even taken the step on what it would do. You don't even know how you would react in a situation because you've let the fear put limits on you. Your financial growth is non-negotiable. It's non-negotiable. You're scared to lose the job because immediately you start thinking, well, my bill's not going to get paid. And, well, I'm bound to do this. And how do you know they still won't get paid? Your fear is keeping you from walking into the greatest blessing of your life. Your fear. Your fear. Growth. Getting rid of weaknesses through habit. Growth. Getting rid of weakness through habit. Habit is the key word. Habit is the word I want us to focus on. What are the habits that anchor you or propel you to where you got to go? What are the habits? Like the human existence is, I just got to chill through my body. The human existence is predominantly a construct of the habits that we've created. Yep. The human experience. It is a construct. The parameters of our life are based on the habits that we do or don't have. All right, let me make it make a little more sense. The words probably kind of like shook you for a bit, right? When I start talking about constructs and parameters, I don't want to go over nobody's head. Watch this. The limitations or the expectations on your life are based on the habits or the routines that you have. That make it make a little more sense to us. Right? That make it make a little more sense. Right? So, chat, I don't want to skydive. Why? Why? You've never skydiving before. You've only seen it. I'm not a morning person. Why? Why? You've put that on yourself. I don't like swimming. Why? I don't know how. Well, what have you learned? What have you spent the next 6 months learning how to swim? You know how to swim. We have to extinguish excuses and limitations. Extinguish them. We got to get rid of them. Because the minute we become limitless is the minute we open ourselves to the fruitful and multiply factor that we will put on our life. We open up to that. We can't get abundance with limitations. We can't get perpetual growth with limitations. Jose, watch this. We can't get exceedingly abundantly above with limitations. We can't get that. We can't get that. But also, we must not allow people to fertilize their fears on us. Okay? You are a replica of the people you hang with in the environment you exist in. Right? You take on whatever limitations, whatever language, whatever barriers, you take those on. The only way you can exceed those is by being introduced to new people. All right, let me make this make sense. You're the person in your group that is ambitious. You're the person in your group that has big dreams and goals. But everybody around you, no one around you sees what you see. They say you tripping. You from the hood. This is all we got. This is the best job you can ever have. You better settle for this. It don't get no better than this. Okay, I was once told a story, Jose. Can I tell a quick story? I was once told a story about an eagle that lived as a chicken. I was once told a story about an eagle that lived as a chicken. And so the eagle fell out of the nest one day. And the mama eagle had to make the sacrifice. It was either let that one fall or save the other ones. And the mama chose to make the sacrifice, which sometimes mothers have to make sacrifices that none of us can even fathom. And so the eagle, the baby eagle, was picked up by a farmer. And the farmer raised the eagle in the chicken coop. Now the eagle by nature is it's an apex predator. It's an apex predator, meaning top tier. But the eagle started eating with the chickens, and so the eagle lost its identity. The eagle has a wingspan that is humongous, but instead of using the wingspan of an eagle, it hopped around like a chicken. Because the eagle wanted to fit in. The eagle wanted to fit in with the chickens. And so when the eagle saw the coyotes and the foxes, the eagle didn't try to fight them. He ran in the chicken coop like a chicken. When the eagle by nature will peck the hell out of that fox. Well, get out of here, you. I will take you and bring you to air and drop you and then peck you apart. Because it's an eagle. But when you don't know who you are, you can't maximize what you are. All right, when you don't know who you are, you can't maximize what you are. Those things that are embedded deep inside of you, you can't give birth to them because you operating like a chicken. All right? So watch this. So one day the chickens eating the corn and the grain, and mind you, this being an eagle, now that it's operating like a chicken, it done changed its whole palate. Okay, let me make that word a little better. It done changed its entire taste buds, right? It done changed what it loves to eat. Its diet is different, right? It don't have a diet like an eagle. It now has a diet like a chicken. The appetite, right? It doesn't want to feast like an eagle. It gets fed like a chicken. It's two different things, right? And it's settled. It's settled for living in a chicken coop. It's settled for being bunched up. It's settled. It's settled. And so one day while they was out eating the crumbs, right? It wasn't living off the land. It was living off what it was fed, which goes against everything in the eagle's nature. Somebody right now is going against everything in their natural nature because they won't fit in. They're letting other people dictate to them who they supposed to be, and you ain't soaring, you hopping. You hopping, you ain't soaring. So watch me right quick. Watch me right quick. Watch me right quick. So one day the chickens looked in the sky and was mesmerized at how the eagle was flying. They said, God. So the eagle asked the chicken, what is that thing? How does he get to soar like that? Not realizing that what he see is within him. Not realizing that what you're looking at, what you're mesmerized by is you. So the chicken tell him, man, that's an eagle. That's the baddest thing in the sky. So the eagle took for a minute, and he just looked, he was mesmerized. And so while everybody else eating and hopping around, the eagle just mesmerized. It's like, dang, I've never seen nothing like that. It's fearless, it's free, it's humongous, it's beautiful, it's radiant, it's opulent. And the eagle said, hey, stop daydreaming. You ain't nothing but a chicken. You'll never be an eagle. For all the chickens looking at the eagle itself, knowing that it's not like them. What happens when the people around you see your greatness, but they keep downplaying your greatness, and you start to now believe in the greatness? You start believing in the dumbing down part of you. You ain't believing in what you are because the people around you keep making you downplay who you are, and now you start believing you a chicken. Now you don't even want to fly like an eagle. You ain't tapping into what's inside of you. What happens? What we doing here? And so the eagle looking in the sky, and the eagle in the sky, because we know eagles got amazing vision. Eagles got amazing vision. The eagle looked down and like, oh, that's my dog. Let me go holler at him. So when the eagle comes down to see his partner, all the other chickens run in the coop. But because the eagle was so stuck and astounded by it, the eagle come down like, what's that? What you doing down here? And so the eagle who been in the chicken coop looking at him like, what you mean what I'm doing down here? I'm a chicken. The eagle took his wing and slapped him in the face. And so you done lost your mind. You an eagle. Soar like one. You ain't a chicken. What are you eating? And so the eagle looked at the chicken and said, nah, I could never be that. I could never be what I saw you doing. And so one of the chickens came out and said, hey, it's time for us to go in. It's time for us to go in. And the eagle who was soaring in the sky looked at him. And the eagle who was with the chickens turned around and he went into the chicken coop. And the eagle who was soaring in the sky turned around, went back in the sky and soared off. And every day for the rest of that eagle's life, it wondered if that was true. He died a chicken. But here's what I want you to understand. When a new truth collides with an old belief, you are obligated to choose the one that serves you best, because if you don't, you will die a chicken. Your financial growth is non-negotiable. Trappin' Tuesday, episode 88 is up and ground. Let's go, baby. Jose, how you feel, bro?
Man, amazing birthday week. You asked, right? That's what we do?
What was the what that was?
My little call out.
That was like more than more. Oh, God. All right, man. Listen, man, we got a dope episode coming up this week, this evening, man. Bear with us. This will not be a 3-hour show. Right, we got a lot to talk about today. Today gonna be a great show, y'all. I know somebody gonna steal my eagle in the chicken store. It's okay. It's okay. Jose, that's my own personal story. I created that story. Hey, I create stories. I'm a storyteller. I'm a storyteller. I'm a storyteller.
Hey, I'm with it.
That's my story, man.
I thought it was an old ancient proverb.
It was. Proverb of the Trap. Somebody's going to remix it, though. They're going to act like they came up with it. But it's okay.
Use a pigeon and a...
They might use, like, a pigeon and a falcon. All right. I got one more thing coming, too. They can watch that come. They're going to hit that. All right, man, we got a lot to talk about today, man. I'm excited because tonight, Jose, we got to drop the link, Jose, for April 23rd, 50 people only inside the trap.
Hey, look, I already sent it to the Patreon, so...
Oh.
I sent it to them below earth.
That's what they get. That's what they get. Now, see, now I'm down bad. You know why? Because I ain't sent it to the Trappers Anonymous.
Oh. I ain't dropped the link yet.
Now you got to drop it, dog. We got to drop it, dog. Damn. Trappers going to be mad at me.
Ooh, we still love Trappers Anonymous.
That's the family. All right, so we're only doing 50 seats, 197, 50 people live in person. Trappin' Tuesdays, April 23rd. We can't wait to bring that back into effect. I'm going to tell y'all right quick, them 50 seats be going fast. They be going fast. I ain't going to lie. That's why they going fast. I got to put it in Trappers Anonymous, though. That's my fault. Well, we had made it late. I had to go to Eventbrite and fix some stuff to make sure we was good. So definitely, let's definitely get in there. I'm excited about that, Jose. I'm excited for us to be back in the trap. You know, to bring our people back. They've been tweaking. They've been like, nah, bruh. Like, come on, bring that thing back, trap. You know what I'm saying? Bring us back in the trap. So we're going to be excited behind that. That's going to be good. 50 seats so we don't be all crammed up in here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know that George going to be in the back with the merch. LaShawna, we going to have food? We are having food. Like, what kind of food? All right, we're going to confirm that. We're going to confirm that. Yeah, we ain't going like lobster and potatoes and all that, right? But something nice, because we treat the trappers nice. We appreciate our fans. We want them to know that we love when they come through. You know what I'm saying? So we love about that. We love that. We love that. Any announcements? This ain't the church. Why do I feel like the church?
Just coming on Easter Sunday.
I feel like the church. It's a church. We got any announcements to make? We got the building fund. The building fund. We got the James family for the first pews. We're gonna thank. We got the James family with the first set of pews, right?
Don't sit in the James family pew.
For anybody that do know, we are in Atlanta, Georgia. You can leave here and go to Blue Flame if you want. You feel me? Look, get financially educated, then get fleshly stimulated. You're not from Atlanta for real, LaShawna. How you don't know the Blue Flame is a strip club? Oh, my God. I'm not doing this with her. I would not go to a chicken joint named the Blue Flame. I know that. All right, the Flame got the... What you know about that, cuz? That cuz done been to the Flame. Ooh. Cuz, you been to the Flame? Ooh, on a late night.
I just had some wings, dog.
Nah, you had some wings. You had a little side of something else, too. You went to the flame. You know, that boy said he just had some wings. You had a side of some biscuits too, huh? Damn. Why you didn't tell me, cuz? I would have went. You went by yourself? He went with Tootie.
No, I didn't. I would have made it back.
Nah, he wouldn't have made it back. Who you went with? You didn't win by yourself. You a damn lie.
I did when I went.
Damn. You can't go by yourself to the flame, dog. You gotta go with somebody. You gotta have some fun. Anyway, Jose, how you feeling?
Man, good, baby.
George, how you feeling?
Talking on IG Live.
People on IG Live? Oh, we still on IG Live?
Still on IG Live.
Man, I thought we was back in the house, man. I'm tripping, man. Hey, if you, man, damn, I didn't want them to hear that. Hey, I don't know what he talking about. Damn, I didn't know he went down. Damn, why you tell you go on IG Live, man?
Every time we say it, man, I do it again. Go ahead, Symbol.
That's all we take it back in.
Damn. Mark Zuckerberg, man.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Damn, I didn't know I was on IG Live. All right, man, let's get to it, man. Y'all already know we're going to start off with our Trappin mantra. Y'all know that, man. This is pivotal to what we do here. This is what we believe in. This is our belief system. This is what anchors us to Wall Street. You feel me? If you're new to the family, welcome. If you've been here for a while, welcome back home. You know we got a seat at the table, you hear me? So let's get it, man. I am a certified Wall Street trapper. I am confident in my ability to make great investments. The stock market is a machine that prints money, and I am more than capable of operating this machine. Not only will I free myself, but my family will eat for a lifetime based on the information I apply today. I'm a money maker and a wealth builder. Today, all chains that anchor me to that poverty mindset. Wait, what up? Today I will break all chains, my apologies, that anchor me to that poverty mindset. My ancestors will smile now because I have turned our last name into an asset. My family's purchasing power will increase indefinitely. Today, I make the declaration that no longer will I be a slave to money. No longer will generations behind me inherit lack. No longer will I submit to selling my time for money. I am a first-generation millionaire. I am the architect of my family's legacy. I am a certified Wall Street trapper, and Wall Street looks like us now. Let's go, baby. Hey, listen. Shout out for the super chat. Thank you. Hey, we feel good, man. So, Jose, we got 2,000 people in the chat already. We like that.
That thing loud. That's money printer print.
That thing was loud. That thing was print. That's that Boston George print. That's that Scarface print. That's that Scarface print right there, you know what I'm saying? Let's go. All right, so listen, if you're on Instagram, definitely come in the chat. Come rock with us, man. Let's get the likes up, man. Y'all know, let's like, subscribe, share this out. I promise you, tonight we got a lot to talk about. We're going to talk about Kathy Woods selling NVIDIA. We got to talk about that. We got to talk about somebody that bought a whole lot of Bitcoin, the fastest Bitcoin ETF in the game, growing. They over 17 billion in assets. We definitely going to talk about that. We're going to talk about how the stock market grew in profits more than the U.S. economy grew. We definitely going to talk about that for sure. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, man. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, so I definitely want you to come over. When you come over, I want you to say, we here, Trap. Woo! We're going to say we here, Trap. We got 4 dope videos for our Q&A tonight. That's going to be iconic. Y'all know Miguel on there, you hear me? Got Miguel on there going crazy. Got to show y'all the recession portfolio. And I researched a dope stat on April that you do not want to miss. You do not want to miss this amazing stat that I have about April, the month of April in the stock market. So let's get it, man. Let's get it. Word on the street. Let's give it a minute. If you just come over, let's cancel the IG Live. Let's get you over on the Wall Street Looks Like Us Network on YouTube. Let's get it. We 29 minutes in, 30 minutes in. Let's get to it, man. Let's get to it, man. Let's go. Word on the street. Before we get to it, everything came yet? But nope, not yet. I got time yet. Not time yet. 7:47 is when we'll break. All right, let's get to it, man. Word on the street, let's go, man. So all three indexes were down today. Now, let me say this though right quick. So as I'm watching all indexes be down today, Tesla is just dragging the market as well. Man, I woke up this morning, I looked at my thing, I was down 127 grand. 127,000. But I knew I was down because I got up this morning. When I got up this morning, I always do before I even look at the market, I look at the bonds and I look at the futures. Right? Before I get up in the morning, before I even look at what the market doing, I look at what the bond market is doing. Reason being, the bond market is a great indicator of what's going on. Right? The bond market is a great indicator. So I always look at the bond market. I'm looking at the bond market. I was like, damn, that 10-year note is up. Right? So I always pay attention to the 10-year note. And the reason why you as an investor are supposed to pay attention to that 10-year and that 2-year, one, because when they inverted, it tells us a recession is on the way, which has been inverted for maybe almost 2 years now. Right? But secondly, if you've been watching me for a while, last year we talked about that 10-year note a lot. If you don't know what the 10-year note is, the 10-year note is what your car insurance, your credit cards, your house note. The 10-year note is what all of those things are based on. Right? The 10-year note. I think next week what I'm going to do, Jose, write this down. Next year, I need to pull up a graph. Sean, write this down too. Next week, we're going to pull up a graph of the 10, 2, and 5. Right, next week, pull up a graph of whatever the day ends at the 10-year, the 2-year, the 5-year. That's going to be the next week thing. And B, we're going to do a YouTube on that too. So let's write that down. It's important. So my goal is to really help educate us, right? I'm kind of not like a lot of other people, and it's me not talking about nobody else, but I don't want my page to be full of this stock is going to go up. Buy this stock right now. These 3 stocks do this. Buy these 5 stocks now. These 3 stocks about to explode. I don't want my platform to be built like that. I want my platform to be built on education, which is me telling you, explaining you how the market works. How do you maneuver in the market? What to look for. Don't get me wrong. Every now and then I'll say something about 3 stocks or 5 stocks because I may see a great upside in it, but then I'll explain to you why I see an upside, explain to you why I see a downside. My goal is to educate you, not help you skip the line because I gave you the answers. Because at that point, if I do that, I'm really setting you up for failure. Because now you're going to go look for the next person to give you the answers, when really and truly, when you want to really build wealth in this game, the goal is for you to learn the game. Right? Like, what do you think? Like, I was talking about this earlier. There's a difference between somebody that plays basketball and somebody that dissects the science of basketball. There's a difference between somebody that knows how to box and somebody that understands the sweet science of boxing. There's a difference between somebody that really plays football and somebody that lives, breathes, and studies football. And I'll give you an example. Let's say I'm playing football. I'm somebody that plays football, right? I know if I'm on offense, I'm playing wide receiver, something. My goal is to get open and get the ball. That's my goal. Well, somebody that studies the science of it, they'll be like, yo, when you line up with that cornerback, you get on his right hip. Your foot like this. When he try to jam you, you want to come under. You want to move his hand. You want to pivot on his hip. You want to put that lead foot here. You want to squat down right here. You want to get your hips this way. You want to get your head that way. You want to get on the other side of his shoulder. That's somebody that studies the game. It's the science of the game. Right? It's the difference. Somebody that's playing basketball. If you look at Kobe was great. Why? Because Kobe took a referee class to learn how the referees look at the game. So he took it to another level. So he know if you 3 feet away, if you look this way, I'm going to hook, your hand on his waist. I put my hand on his waist to do this. I like his book, Mama Mentality, because he talks about how he guarded different people because they did certain things. It's a study in the game. So if you really want to be somebody in the market that really, you got to study the market. You got to study the players. This is what I do. So if somebody telling me, Trap, I don't got time to study the market, well, you don't really got time to truly build wealth. Your financial growth is negotiable. Your financial growth is, anytime you tell me you don't got time to learn the market, and if you want to use this vehicle, then I know for a fact that your financial growth is negotiable. Mine is non-negotiable. So for me, I'm going to watch CNBC. I'm going to watch Fox News. I'm going to watch Bloomberg. I'm going to study the bond market. I'm going to study basic economics. But I'm going to go a little further because I need to know a little more. In order to be great at this game, why don't you want to study economics? Because you need to know the macro and macro factors that move the market. You need to understand, what is the Fed? What is their sole purpose of the market? What is the Federal Reserve's sole purpose? You need to understand that. How does bonds affect the market? You need to understand that. What is sector rotation? What are those things? I'm not telling you go be, you don't have to be like a hedge fund manager, but in order to play the game and win at the game, you need to understand the things that make the game move. Like, I can't play basketball if I don't know what traveling is. I can't play basketball if I don't know what double dribbling is. After that, I'm going to get the ball, run it, shoot it in a goal, go out of bounds, come back. No, this ain't rugby. Right? In order to play the game. And you can tell people that love something serious, and how I learned it is by studying soccer, bro. When you go to those soccer pages, them soccer fans take that game serious, bro. Yeah. Bro, like, I'm looking in the comments on the soccer, like, I'm trying to learn, so I'm looking at, they're like, no, he shouldn't be doing that. He shouldn't be doing this. Don't teach him this. They don't even want you to learn no tricks. They were like, if he shouldn't be doing the behind the back pass, and he don't know toe taps and soul touches. I'm like, yo, y'all are hard. I'm like, it's a kid. They don't care. They love their game. Because the people that love it, they love the science of it. They understand what it takes to be great. And so for me, yo, like, I love this game. I love this game, y'all. So it ain't, and I'm gonna be real with you. It ain't even that I'm smarter than you. Smart is an IQ thing. Like, you smarter than somebody, your IQ. I can promise you a lot of people IQ is better than mine. Because what happens is, I have an ability to retain information and then apply the information and then dissect the information, move the information. Like, I'm not Albert Einstein, y'all. Like, I got a GED, y'all. Real talk. Like, it's real talk. But the thing about investing is, it's not an IQ game. The people on Wall Street made it an IQ game so that they can make themselves seem superior to you. And I'm not talking black or white at this point. I'm just talking about to make them, the IQ game is to help justify their salary, not the returns. Wall Street played an IQ game to justify their salary, not the returns. So they got you thinking that they smarter than you. No. This ain't an IQ game. This is about returns. What does it take to get great returns in the market? I promise you it don't take a high IQ. It don't take it. And you know why? You know why? Because there's a story about 12 monkeys beating hedge funds. There's a story about monkeys beating hedge fund managers. There's a story about that. Wall Street's returns are horrible. So this game ain't about IQ, it's about return. So I need y'all to understand that you got to take this serious, and your financial growth has to be non-negotiable, y'all. This game can save your family. I saw an article the other day, Jose. The wealth of the 1% has now exceeded 66 trillion. That made me scratch my head. 66 trillion. But here's the crazy part. I'm not surprised. I'm not shocked. I'm not in awe. And the reason is because when you get information, you execute. How many of y'all been coming to Trappin Tuesday for 88 weeks and you ain't executed? We 88 weeks in. You ain't executed. That ain't my fault. That ain't your job fault. That's your fault. Because your financial growth is negotiable. It's negotiable. When it's negotiable, you procrastinate. When it's negotiable, you don't educate yourself. When it's negotiable, you settle. When it's non-negotiable, you make the proper adjustments. You make the sacrifices. You do what's necessary, and then you go beyond. Jose, I tell you, I sent B something at 1 o'clock this morning. I know he was asleep, but because I was reading and because I was researching, I had to send it to him in the DM so I can get it out of my brain. I would have went to sleep and forgot about it the next day. Non-negotiable, y'all. Get out your head. Stop thinking this game is harder than what it is. Stop being scared of losing some bread. You need to lose. Matter of fact, it's a prerequisite that you lose some money so that you can go to the next level. All right, I'm not going. My bad. I stayed there a little too long. My bad. So all three indices was down today. But Jose, I went from being down 127,000 to ending the day down 39,000. Cuz. I was like, look, I said, what? 39? Oh, boy, we could, boy, that's a win. That's a win. I let it, I said, ooh, okay. That was a win for me. Because I had an ability to understand, like, this is the game. The game is not about the short-term losses. Remember, we know the market goes up 76% of the time. So the market goes up 76% of the time. That means by what? 20 what? 24% of the time it's going to go down. That means you got to be able to endure during that 24%. Now, the crazy part of it is the 24% hurts more than the 76% is exciting. The 24% hurts way more than the 76% is exciting. You know why? Because every day you get up, look at Khadijah say, it ain't even bother me no more. Because when you look at it, you like, damn, 5,000, God, 3,000, God, damn, 6,000, God, damn, 200, God, it don't won't stop. All right, I can't take it no more, sell. That's what happened. Damn, that's $1,000, dang. I ain't that bad. Trap said we're going to be all right. Next vid, damn. $400. God damn. Oh, okay, we up today. Good. We up $300. Woo, thank you, Trap. Down 1,000 the next day. God damn, I don't know what he talking about, man. God damn. Look at it again the next. Now the days you down, you keep looking at it. Ah, damn. You 5 days in now. Damn. Just keep going down. You 5 days in. It's going sideways. It ain't really going it's going down 50 cents. Stock going down 50 cents. Stock going up 50 cents, but the red is bleeding. bleeding. There's an old torture tactic in China where they lay you on your head, cuz know about it, and they let the water just drip. It's right here, boop, boop, you, boop, boop. But after a week, it's knocking you silly, driving you crazy. But it's just a drop. It's just a drop. But the compound effect of it. Now here's the crazy part. If you can endure the moments, the 26%, you can endure it. Overflow. 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 The problem is we are so fearful of losing money. We're so fearful of losing it. We're so emotional. We are so enthralled to the ideas that have been installed in us when it comes to losing money. Just the idea of a red day. I'm going to tell you something. Since the market been going sideways for 2 weeks, nobody ain't called me and asked me for a play. Nobody. Since I've been posting them 30,000 loss. I posted back to back, 30,000 loss Friday, 30,000. Nobody ain't called me and asked me for a play. Nobody. Nobody. Hey, Trap, teach me. But let me start. When they come back, though. But because they think it's that easy. People think it's that easy. That means just hop in. Why is the market running crazy? They think it's that easy. Not realizing I've been in position for 2-3 years. Me and my people been getting in position. We've been building positions. We've been stalking these companies. We ain't just luck up and went there. We've been stalking these companies. We've been stalking these positions. We've been putting money in our account every week to make sure when it's time, we there to execute. That's what we've been doing. There's not one time that we jumped in something because it was running. We was already there, and we had already been there. We've been lurking. We've been ski masked on these companies. We ain't never had to jump in nothing because it was running. We was like, oh, we been here already. That's why on the days when they're running, we can post big numbers because we've been in it. The ski mask way. Let's go a little further, man. Go a little further, too. Down. All three of them was down today. Shit. Flush them. All right, let's go a little further. Dow was down. NASDAQ was down. S&P was down. Let's go a little further, man. Like somebody say, boy, we slid that Netflix. We slid it. Go past the winners and the losers, too. I've been trapping too long. All right, let's go right here. Look. All right, let's go right here. We had a heat check of 0.95, which is underneath our 1%. We had 3.6 million calls. We had 3.4 million puts, y'all. Right? So it wasn't, I'm telling y'all, earlier today, I'm telling you, the market was down bad. It was getting punished. I'm talking, I looked at mine like, damn, all right, shit. Let me go work out right quick. This is what we doing. By 1 o'clock, I was like, okay, 80,000, not bad. 2 o'clock, I was like, all right, now we at 60,000, not bad. 3 o'clock, I'm like, oh, we playing with 40? Oh, I can live with that. I can live with a minus 40 on a Tuesday. I was okay with that. But here's why. Because my position's so big, 40,000 is just a combination of all my positions probably being down $2,000. $100,000 means somebody down big time. Somebody getting a chunk take out of them. 40,000, I'm down 100, 1,000 here, 1,000 there, 2,000. It wasn't even a big deal. All right, so let's go a little further, Tootie. All right, so here we go in the red day. This is how we look, man. We have Microsoft down. Look at Meta. I see you, Mark Zuckerberg. Uber. All right. Disney. Ooh, I want to talk about that right quick before we get into that. Before we get into anything, remind me to talk about Disney. ExxonMobil. Let's talk about that today, too. Chevron. The oil and gas space kind of up. If y'all remember the Patreon, we had an OIH play we had like a $95 call. It still ain't got back to where we was at, but it's at $85 now. So the oil game is recovering. Be on the lookout. I might got a play for us. Chill. CME Group, O'Reilly's, UPS. We're gonna talk about them today. We definitely gonna talk about UPS today. Jose, we got 2,600 people in the chat, man. Let's get that 3,000 mark, man. Eli Lilly, Johnson & Johnson, Walmart. Let's go, man. NVIDIA down 1%. AMD 2.5. AVGO. Them two came back for us today. Let's go a little further, man. All right, fear and greed. Now, we at 63. Now, mind you, I think last week we was at about, 67? Right, so it came back a little bit, right? We came back a little bit. So that ain't too bad. All right, let's go a little further. All right, before we go here, Tootie, I want to do something. No, let me get through this right quick. I'll get through this right quick. All right, so the best performing stocks in Q1, I had to let us know that. Our best performing stocks in Q1 is Supermicro, up 255% in 3 months. This is absurd. This is absurd right here. 255%, that's crazy. Constellation Energy, 58%. NVIDIA, 82%. Deckers. Been telling y'all about this company for a long time. 40%. Micron, that's a chip company. They had like a end of the quarter rally. It wasn't up that much, but the last week, 2 weeks to the quarter, they had something serious. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something. General Electric. Let me say something about this company right quick, because I'm going to talk about this tonight, too. I'm going to be real with you. This company is on my list. Now, let me tell you why. I got to explain why, Jose. Today, I put out my 10 stock checklist in the Patreon for my Masters of the Triple Beam. All right. Let me go into detail of why this company on my list, Jose. Can I have a minute? Can I have a minute to talk about this? All right. Can we go in the chat? Khadijah, I'm about to talk about General Electric, and I want you to understand why I'm talking about it. Because Khadijah gonna be like, nigga, that coming don't mean none of our shit. Khadijah, my girl, I love Khadijah, yo. She. So there's certain students that you have. If you don't keep being great, they're gonna pass you up. Oh, yeah. She one of them. No, she go off. If you don't keep being great, she one of them.
And she gonna tell you.
Yep. Lieutenant Casey. Some of my other I gotta keep learning because they coming. And I love that. They wolves. She a wolf, 100%. She don't want me to feed her. Don't feed me, I'm a hunt. I just want you to see me hunting. That's how she get down, you hear me? I want you to know I'm hunting. All right, so watch this, Khadijah. Here's why I like General Electric. And it's on my list. So, new CEO came in, Larry Culp. New CEO came in, been in there for a couple years, right? General Electric was once one of the largest companies in America. It was a staple of America. It was a staple as Disney, right? But what happens is a company can get so big, they start doing stuff they don't have no business doing, right? And then they start taking on debt. They start holding on to brands. They start just having a bunch of assets that's not good for the brand, and it starts to cannibalize the business, and it starts to eat away at the brand name. It starts to eat away at the financials, and it just starts eating away at the brand. Well, when a new CEO came in, they had $175 billion worth of debt. In his few years of being there, he has eaten away $100 billion worth of debt. In a couple years, a few years, he's done it by doing a few things different. One, he's gotten rid of businesses that do not serve this company. He got away from a bunch of businesses that's just not good. He got rid of them. Secondly, what he did, we're going to talk about it today, he split the company into three places. You got General Electric, you got General Electric Health, and then they dropped the other businesses today. So it's a three-way split he did. And also, he has increased that balance sheet. He's grown that free cash flow, and he is consistently chopping that debt down. Larry Culp is the name of the CEO, right? I just want y'all to look at the brand. I don't want y'all to go buy it. I just want you to look at it. Also, he is heavy on the aerospace part of the business, which is the main part of the business that he loves. They're losing money right now on the renewable energy part, but they got a plan to become profitable by the end of 2025, which is what I like to hear, right? But the medical part of the business is doing really good as well. We're going to tap into it a little more tonight as I get into it. But the aerospace and the electric part of the business is a killer. And it has shown. Last year, the stock did really good. This year, first quarter, stock is up 37%. I'm going to be real with you. The only reason I didn't do an option play on this game, on this sucker earlier, was because I wanted to see them finish this three-way stock split, because this company has a way of, I've been watching it since he came in. Every time a company put a new CEO in, I'll be like, damn, let me see how this company doing. Let me see. Larry Culp is the CEO. He is doing an amazing job with it. This is going to be one of the best turnaround stories you've ever seen in a company. I can promise this CEO, he's the real deal, yo. And the only reason is because I wanted to stick to seeing, I wanted to see them, I ain't want to just do it off emotion. I wanted to see them make the turnaround. And if you in Master the Triple Beam, I had it today on our 10 stock checklist. I got General Electric on it. I like what this company is doing. I like what the CEO is doing. I like how he's turning the brand name around. And what I love even more about it is it don't get talked about on Wall Street. The only reason they talked about him today was because of the three-way split he did. General Electric Health was doing pretty good. The company right here is doing good. And I want to see how the new brand is doing good. I'm telling you, this is going to be one. Now, it's not going to meet the metrics right now because the company is separating. They did the breakup and the CEO is recovering. But if you base the company on what has happened because he's eating the bulk of what happened before him. So when you come on, you are the predecessor, right? You're the predecessor, right? When you come on a company, you're the predecessor, right, LaShawna? Like when you come on, so what is it called when the people behind you, what do you call them? So if you're the predecessor, what are the people behind you? The people you coming in for, what would you call them? Like he's being judged based on the people before him, but what do I say, what are they called? Just the people before them? That's it? He just judged on the people before him.
Corporate ancestors.
Successors.
And a TV show.
Shout out to the young boy. So he is being judged on his successors, right? But he's the successor. The predecessors. There we go. He's the successor to the predecessor. There we go. Thank you for that, right? That's why you got to have a team. I ain't the smartest one in. I told y'all I got a GED. Right? But he is the successor, and he's being judged by his predecessors. But if you judge it based on when he took the helm, this company is amazing. And I promise you, it's going to be a $200 stock within the next year. Within the next year. Because of how diverse they are. Yes, the opposite. Yep, you got me. Yep, the successor and the predecessor, 100%. I appreciate y'all. Yep. So we'll talk about that. But Tutor. All right, then we got Facebook up 37%. Y'all know I rock with Mark Zuckerberg. He the real deal. Marathon Petroleum, sweet. Disney's up 35%. I want to talk about that for a second too. And of course, Eli Lilly. Now, I want to get into this Disney right quick. So today, let's go to Bill Ackman has something to say. Let's go to that. Let's go to that right here. Let's bring that slide up. Bill Ackman has something to say. Let's bring that slide up. And I want to bring that slide up for a reason. Bill gave us some real game. And I want us to, when I hear some game, something that I think is important for us to hear, I feel like it's my job to highlight us, to give us what we need on here. All right. So we all know that Disney has been in what's called a proxy fight, right? And we talked about that a while back with forgot the guy's name, Nelson Peltzer. That's his name, Nelson Peltzer. So he is an activist investor. We talked about this before, and he goes on activist investing, and Bill is an activist investor as well. So they see companies. Carl Icahn is notorious for that. So an activist investor is someone who sees a company and says, yo, I want to come in and turn that company around. I'm going to put pressure on the board. I'm going to put pressure on the brand, and I'm going to turn this company around, but I'm going to make a whole lot of money in the process. Right? Nelson Peltz, yep. And so I always tell people to go look at Billions when Axelrod had the Twinkie Company. If you go find those couple episodes, you'll see he went in, he demanded the board seat, he knew everything about the company, he showed them how they was losing money, he showed them how they was doing bad, he wound up kicking the owner's son off the board, got the company, turned the company around. That's activist investing. It's not venture capital. It's two different things. Venture capital is different from activist investing. Activist investing. It's two different things. Activist investing is when you see a company, it's like what they do. They see the company, they think the company can be better, they think the company's being ran bad by the board. They come in and they put pressure on the CEO to do certain things like cut the dividend, fire some people, cut these products, you need to be doing this. That's activist investing. That's what activism is. That's what it is, active. It's not venture capital. That's a whole different ball game. So Disney has been under pressure. And Nelson Peltz, yep, with Yum Brand, yep, yeah, they know about Yum. Shout out to my people that like Billions up in the building, right? So Nelson feels like Disney is being operated horribly, which I personally think it has been too. But it's not because of Bob Iger, it's because they were under another administration. If you look under the other administration, they was ran horribly, right? The stock performed horribly. He just didn't do well. So that succession plan failed, and because the succession plan failed, the stock showed it. Which is why I was saying for the longest, like, I don't like Disney stock because if you look at it over the last 5 years, it's done horribly. Because when Bob Iger stepped away, the person he put in place did not do a great job at it at all. Right? So Bob Iger came back in, and since he's come back in, he's done some things. He's cut a lot of things. The company has actually done some things pretty good, which is why the stock has turned around. They reinstated the dividend. They cut off some things. They add new things. But what happens is Nelson is saying, you're doing that because I've put pressure on you. That's what Nelson is saying. Nelson is saying that the reason the stock is performing was because I've been putting so much pressure on y'all as a company to make these changes. You wouldn't have made the changes if I wouldn't have came in and said that. If I wouldn't have put pressure on the brand, if I wouldn't have put pressure on you to fix the balance sheet, if I wouldn't have put pressure on you to cut ESPN, if I wouldn't put pressure on you to consolidate Hulu, he wrote a long ass plan on things they need to do. And so he's trying to come in and take a board seat. And so when you come in and you come on a board, now you can put pressure. Now the board has members, but also there's big shareholders like, all the big companies, State Street, all that, right? So here's what Bill Ackman said. And I said all that because I want y'all to do this. And I personally feel like Ms. Kim, that's somebody else I love. I feel like Nelson ain't wrong. I feel like they did the right adjustments because they don't want him on the board. So they did the things necessary. They don't want him on the board, but he has the right. That's when your money big too. When your money big, you can say, yo, I got the money. This is what I want to do with the board. And once you come on the board, you can go putting other people on the board. You can change the company because some people, that's what I love about this, Brent, like the stock market, you are watching war in real time. You're watching real business happen here. So here's what Bill Ackman said, one active investor to another. I want y'all to listen to this. Bill said, it's kind of long, y'all, Jose, so give me a minute, right? Here's what Bill said. Bill said, and I saw this, I was like, I love it. This is why I love the game. Bill said, there have been a few recent articles in the press about Disney winning a proxy battle. Now, let me say this. When there's a proxy battle, the votes of who's winning, because of the vote is up, is not supposed to get out. Because if the votes get out, it can persuade the shareholders to not vote a certain way because they don't want to be on the wrong side of the vote. That makes sense? Like if all of us vote, if y'all say, yo, we want to replace Trapp as the CEO of this business, if I was a public company, y'all can vote on it. So now I'm going to see who with me and who against me. Right? And nobody wants to be on the losing side of the vote. So when you put who's winning in the media, it can manipulate, because you got people that be on the fence. It can manipulate who's winning. And if you manipulate who's winning, you can now persuade everybody to go on one side. So I want to put that out there so I can give context to what I'm saying. Right? So Bill Ackman says there have been a few. I hope y'all learn. Tell me in the comments if they learned from this. So Zell, if I'm just rambling. They like it. They like what we saying. They like it. Just to teach them on. We like to teach here, so you can understand what's going on. Because I want y'all to be as excited about the game as I am. Right? All right. So watch this. Just let me see in the chat right quick, Jose, if they like it, what I'm saying or not. All right. Just ask them if they like what we're saying right now. Thank you. Kay said, I'll never vote against you, Trapp. I don't know. I think somebody in might vote against me if he was in a proxy battle. I don't know. I think somebody will vote against me if he was in a proxy battle. I ain't going to say those names, but I know who will vote against me in a proxy battle. I ain't going to say no names, but I know who it is. And I got my eye on you. I got my damn eye on you. All right. So let's go. So here's what Bill Ackman says. There have been a few recent articles in the press about Disney winning its proxy contest versus Nelson Peltz, based on early election returns that have been leaked to the media. We don't have an investment in Disney, talking about himself, but I thought it was useful to point out the inappropriateness of these leaks to the press. Only the company and its advisors have access to how the shareholders have voted before the day of the annual meeting. My understanding is that it is illegal to release the outcome of the vote prior to it being finalized, as it has the effect to manipulating the outcome. Here, the company and or its advisors have leaked that Disney is winning the contest. It is really inappropriate that they have done so. And how does one know that Disney and or its advisors, they are the source of the leak? Well, if Peltz were winning, there would be no leaks to the press. The reason why the progress of the election the reason why the progress of an election for the directors must be kept confidential until the results are final is that leaking the results can affect the ultimate outcome. Institutional investors worry about offending management by voting with the activists. They are concerned that if management learns that they have voted against the incumbent directors, they may lose access to management going forward. In other words, Bob Iger is less likely to come visit or take a call from a shareholder if the shareholder voted with the dissident. Come on, Bill, with the words. All right? This is clearly a close election. Institutions don't want to risk voting against the incumbent board if it is clear that the activists will lose. They want to be on the winning side of an election. Here, the company and or its advisors have leaked their early results in order to tip more institutions and other shareholders to vote for the incumbent board, unfairly tipping the scale in the incumbent board's favor. In other words, an institution may think if Peltz is going to lose, it is not taking the risk of offending management by voting against him, by voting with him. This is unfortunate, not an uncommon practice. Years ago, in my proxy contest with ADP, the company and or its advisors did the same thing. The SEC Gov should do a thorough investigation of this proxy contest and appropriately punish whoever is responsible for the miscarriage of shareholder governance and justice. Companies of the caliber of Disney and or its advisors should not behave in this way. Lastly, but importantly, I think highly of Nelson Peltz. I'm sure he would be a great additive as a member of Disney board. Ask yourself, why is the company fighting so hard to keep him off? The fact that the company leaked the early returns to the media is further evidence that an activist of Nelson's caliber deserves to be on the board for all the shareholders' benefit. Based off the knowledge of Nelson's capabilities and the dirty tricks implemented by the company and its advisors, I strongly recommend the shareholders vote for Nelson Peltz on the Disney board. Institutions who have already voted still have time to change their vote. It is time that we make an example of Disney here so that this bad practice does not continue to poison shareholder democracy. I love it. It don't get no better than that. It don't get no better than that. If that ain't war, I don't know what is. That's what you call, I'm backing my nigga. I'm rocking with my dog. Hey, you gotta love this game. And the reason why I love this game, because it's not fought with fists. And it's actually not fought with guns. It's fought with the pen, the paper, the vote, and money. That's how this game is fought. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not talking about America. Right? Because America is fought by pen, paper, and bloodshed. 100%. But on the market, the goal, bro, like, this is what we call, like, bruh, this dude know how to use his voice, and he understand who he is. I am Bill Ackman. I know I got pulled. Because listen to what he said at the end. This is the dope part right here. Based on my knowledge of Nelson's capabilities, right here, I'm telling you, he built on it. Watch this, but watch what he double back and say. And the dirty tricks implemented by this company and its advisors. He just separated himself. He just told you Disney is, and I'm not saying it, he's saying that Disney is a dirty company. They playing a dirty game because they know that this man gonna come in and do the right thing for shareholders. I told you this a long time ago. When you go into a store and the company says that we put our customers first, it's only because that's the bottom level. At the top of the company, shareholders matter first. I want you to understand that. I want you to understand. And don't even take it personal. Don't even take it at the bottom. Like, customers matter. We put customers first because we know the company can't succeed without customers. So we got to say that. That's a necessary formality. We put our customers first. You got to say it. They got to say it. Management got to say it. But at the top, Bill didn't say, look what Bill didn't say, Nelson gonna do his best for the customers of Disney. If you go look at a letter to shareholders, guess what they say? We provide our shareholders with ... We've given our shareholders ... We've put billions back in our shareholders' pockets. We've increased shareholder value. I'm not taking away from the customer at all. I'm not taking away from the customer because we all customers, y'all. It's the foundation. Like, there is no business without the customer. But the primary, shareholder value. Shareholder value. Not once in here did he say, well, this is about Disney. The customer. He said Nelson gonna come in and make sure institution and shareholders get done right by. And so I thought it was interesting that y'all hear this, because this is the type of stuff that excites me. Y'all remember when Apple and Facebook, I was excited about that. I was like, ooh. Now, I said, but the table's I said, if Mark is smart, you can't count him out. I kept saying, you cannot count him out. You can't count him out. So when I said Facebook is $89, buy it now. As much as you can. Because great CEOs know how to come out of corners. You cannot truly say you won't play this game if you don't think that adversity is going to box you in at some way, shape, form, or fashion. And you got to know how to adjust, not panic. And you can't stand on pride. Last night we watched the coach stand on pride. And we watched somebody drop 40 on her. Because she stood on pride. She stood on pride. You can't take away from CC. She got range. She stood on pride, though. As soon as she come across half court, double team. Get the ball out of her hand. Make the other 4 girls beat you. You didn't. You stood on pride. She 3 inches taller than the person who guarded her. It's an advantage. I see over her. So it's like 9 threes, all of them from 30 plus. At what point do you put your pride to the side and say, yo, as soon as she crossed the field, we double teaming her. I'm about to take you off. I'm going to put my fastest defender on her. We going to double team her. I ain't saying we going to win, but we ain't going to let her just air this bitch out like that. At what point pride will kill us. And in order to be successful, you can stand on principle, but you got to let go of pride. You can stand on principle. But you got to let go of pride. All right, let's go a little further, too. I don't want to stay there too long. I stayed there long enough. All right, April Fools. All right, so we got some information came out, man. Y'all know I like to do research. I like to do homework. I like to make sure that we in the best possible position when we playing this game, y'all. So I did some homework. Y'all know I do a bunch of homework and data, right? Watch this. So April, shout out to my guy Peter. Peter got the hair slick. You know, Peter got the hair slick back. You know, Peter don't slick the hair back no more. But watch this. April is typically a good month for stocks, right? Since 1980, the S&P rose 1.7% in April. It's the second best month. We all know what the first best month is, right? Right? We know what the worst month is, right? Worst month is what? September. All right, so watch this. April is the second best month in the market. April has exceeded, right? On average, it has returned 1.7%. On average, April has also exceeded 5% on 8 occasions. We're talking since 1980. It has exceeded 5% on 8 occasions. It has also given us several inclines in 2001 of 9.4%, in 2020, 12.7%, and in 2001, 6.1%. On average, it gives us 1.7%. But it has had down years, 3 to be specific. 2002, minus 6, 2000, minus 3, and 1981, minus 2.3. All right, let's go back. Let me go back so you can understand what's going on. Typically, April is the second best month in the market. Now, remember what we say. History don't repeat itself, but it always rhymes. It'll rhyme before it repeat itself, right? So he's not saying that April gonna blow out the water, but what it is saying is on average in 1980, in April, the market goes up by 1.7%. On average, right? On average. In April, the S&P goes up 1.7%, but it has had times where it exceeded that. It has given us 5% on 8 different occasions. It has also given us 9% in 2001, 12% in 2020, and 5.2% in 2021. So on average, it gives us 1%, but we've had these outstanding years. But then we've also had 3 years where it just didn't give us none of that. And the 3 years were 2002, minus 6%, 2000, minus 2%, and 1981, minus 2.3%. Now, here's my take on it. We can have a good April. Mind you, yesterday wasn't bad, but it was all right. Today didn't come in too well. But remember, if interest rates can hold steady, right, and they can remain under control, earnings season is coming up. If we can have an earnings growth, meaning earnings are growing, and if the 10-year note can stay under 4.3. Say that again. If the 10-year note can stay under 4.3, if interest rates can stay here, or at least get some type of inclination that we gonna cut, we'll be all right. We'll be all right. We'll be all right. That's my 2 cents on that. Let's go a little further. All right, recession portfolio. All right, so let's dig into this recession portfolio right quick. Let's dig into it right quick. All right, nope, let's go buy and hold first. Nope. All right, right there. All right, so as you can see right now, we still up 21%. We've made 141,000 just in buy and hold gains this year. So up there we got Costco is up. We got 1,500 came off Costco today. This a new play we have in is down 1%. EME, you see, is up $10,000. FICO down a little bit today. Eli Lilly gave us some money today. Meta gave us some money today. Nvidia down $1,800 today. VTRX been going back. It was up $8,000, and it's just been moving and moving and moving. But that's the biofarm stock, so it happens. And then our other play we put in is down $700 today, which is a little less than 1%. Again, we up 141,000 in our buy and hold this year. Let's go a little further. All right, let's start from the beginning of that. Go back. Go back. No, that's the first right there. Stop right there. No, go back. Yep. All right, so let's see. Our AMAT play, our 2020 September call, 8 away 4,000 a day. Amazon, 280. My two AVGO calls, they down, but we up. I mean, we still down. CrowdStrike, that turned around for us today. That was good. Fastenal, my January 17th, 2025 call is down 18 grand. I think it's probably about 12% we down. Google, look at that play now. 10,000. I told y'all, man, that Google play, both of my Google plays up now. Hey, bro, Google is just crazy. And we was down, and this is why I don't panic. If y'all go back to just last week, that play was down. It was up like $92 or something. It's like slightly down. It's down like $92. But if you go further back, I was down 10,000, 20, 15,000. If you go back, right? But this is why I don't panic, and this is why I play the game a certain way. I stick to my formula, I find my strikes, and I let it rip. Let's go a little further. All right, so we got another NVIDIA play right here that's still up. We got another NVIDIA play. That one, that 800 call went negative, but it got back positive. Then we got our QQQs. They up. Our SMH play is up. Uber came alive for me today, right? Printed something for me. The XLK play is the one we put on the market on thing. And we got XLY. That one goes up and down, but those are September, December calls, and we'll be all right. If you want to join the Patreon, definitely tap into the Patreon for sure. Come rock out with us. I definitely have, somebody said, man, I panicked and sold to Google. Damn, Henry Hustle. Damn, Henry Hustle. How you a hustler, man? You sold, man. That's all right, dude. It happens to the best of people, man. It happens to the best. I hope you just learn from it. You feel me? I haven't made an option play probably in about 3 weeks. That was the last plays I made was Google, our other plays. We made those plays like 3 weeks ago, which is my time frame before I start showing them. I know some people, I don't be anxious to make plays. I see opportunities. I think there's some opportunities approaching. On the live, I said I was supposed to get out the Google. Remember I said I didn't get out of it for whatever reason, I didn't get out of it. I stayed in it, and I stayed in it. You know, it was okay. So I got some plays coming up that I've been looking at. I haven't made a couple plays just now because I felt like the market has just been going sideways. And I don't like to enter sideways markets, if that makes sense. I don't like to enter sideways markets. I like to be a part of either up or down markets. So when the market going sideways, I kind of, just chill. There are some plays that I've been looking at that's in my circle of confidence that moves a certain way, and I like them. But just, I don't really be anxious to just, because I'm not gambling. I'm in this thing to win it. I'm in this thing to win big. And then we already in about 20 plays. You know what I'm saying? And so the bad part about being in so many plays, there's all moments where when the market may take a big dip and I would want to be out of those plays. I would want to be just in cash. You know what I'm saying? So I know I got a goddamn meta play that I need to get out of for sure because I'm in April and I'm still sitting in the goddamn play and it's up freaking. So I should have been out of that play. I don't know why. I sold one more of the contracts. I'm just in it, but I need to get out of it before. I should have been out of it, if I'm being honest with you, because I'm up like crazy on it, maybe like 58 bands. So I need to be out of that play. That's an extra 60 grand. It's probably an extra 80 grand. It's probably like 80 grand sitting that I could have on the sideline. And I need to start trimming some of my plays a little bit so I can just get some more cash. Because y'all know I don't like to add cash. I'm not adding cash to the account. And the one thing I will do is probably when I get out of that meta play, I'm gonna transfer some of those funds to my recession, to the buy and hold portfolio at the bottom. It's only I got 3 grand in cash over there. So I'm gonna probably cash out that play. And if, depending on how much that play is worth, let me see how much it's worth right here, all the way total. Because I'll get out of that play and I'll probably transfer like 30, 40,000 to that. I need to get out of that play, man. I'm up $58,000. I done messed with it. I done took so many.
Which one was that?
It's the Meta April 19th play. I'm up 6 grand, 60,000, but I'm up 467%. I got 4 contracts in it. I had 10. Once it hit 100, I sold half, and once it hit, I sold more. So yeah, it's worth 73 grand if I was to sell it right now. It's worth 73 grand. I'm at 60,000. So I need to sell that play, and then once I sell it, I'm gonna go put I can at least put 30,000, at least 25,000 into the recession portfolio at the bottom, the buy and hold, so I can have some more cash over there. So that's kind of how I play the game. I don't put new money in it. I let the market print money, and then I take profits, and like I say, we take profits and put them into position. So I'll transfer, if that's worth 73 grand, I'll sell it, and then see how much it puts in the account, and then say, all right, well, it added 73, whatever, it depends. Because it can be worth 73, but once I sell it to the market, that may shift a little. It may be worth 70, because the market may be like, nope, we don't want to buy it for that, we'll buy it for this, so now I got to negotiate that. It's not that it's a runner, but I keep my runners, but it's due April 19th. I'm way surpast my 30-day mode. So now I'm susceptible to if the market go down, I lose more out of that. So it's not about getting rid of runners, it's about having my form. So I'm just in it, but I need to get out of it. So I need to take that position. Once I sell it, hopefully I can still sell it for about 70 grand. And then I'll probably take about 35 grand of that and put it in a buy and hold and then keep that. So that's what we'll probably do with that. So anyway, man, come join us on the Patreon. Jose dropped the link. Get that Patreon. And then from there, Tootie, let's go to a commercial right quick. Let me put a little grub in my belly, y'all. Let's go, y'all. What's good, trappers, man? It's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper. Right now, I want to invite you to an amazing experience full of value. That is my community, Trappers Anonymous. It's 100% the greatest fundamental investing community on the market. Listen, your portfolio should be a masterpiece. And the only way we get you there is if we help you to learn how to invest with confidence. Now listen, I get it. Like, you don't know a lot about stocks, or maybe you've heard people say how much money they lost in stocks, but I can guarantee you, 1, because they weren't in the community, and 2, they lack the information. Our goal in Trappers Anonymous is to help you, really to hold your hand on the journey to becoming a confident investor learning how to navigate through the different events that the stock market goes through to take you from panic to encouragement. There's no better time than now. This is an opportunity only for those who are willing to be on the journey. So listen, man, click the link below. Come join me in Trappers Anonymous, man. I will see you in one of our many classes, whether it's Moat Monday, whether it's the 2-hour class we do on Sunday, or whether it's just a book club. Everything is geared toward making you a better investor so you can triple your net worth and turn your last name to an asset. It's your boy, Wall Street Trapper. See you in the trap. What's good, trappers, man? It's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper. Right now, I want to invite you to an amazing experience full of value. That is my community, Trappers Anonymous. It's 100% the greatest fundamental investing community on the market. Listen, your portfolio should be a masterpiece. And the only way we get you there is if we help you to learn how to invest with confidence. Now listen, I get it. Like, you don't know a lot about stocks, or maybe you've heard people say how much money they lost in stocks, but I can guarantee you, one, because they weren't in the community, and two, they lack the information. Our goal in Trappers Anonymous is to help you, really to hold your hand on the journey to becoming a confident investor, learning how to navigate through the different events that the stock market goes through to take you from panic to encouragement. There's no better time than now. This is an opportunity only for those who are willing to be on the journey. So listen, man, click the link below. Come join me in Trappers Anonymous, man. I will see you in one of our many classes, whether it's Moat Monday, whether it's the 2-hour class we do on Sunday, or whether it's just a book club. Everything is geared toward making you a better investor so you can triple your net worth and turn your last name to an asset. It's your boy, Wall Street Trapper. See you in the trap.
Hey, man. I be having to eat, dog. I ain't lying. Y'all call what y'all want. All right, we ready? All right, let's go.
Thank y'all for allowing me to have my moment. Wait on my moment. I get a lot of game before I ate, y'all, huh? What's that? I give a lot of game before I ate, dog. Come on, man. All right? Gotta love that, dog. Gotta love that. All right. Let's go a little further. 2 days. Where we at, partner? All right. What do the banks have to say about it? Now, the reason why I brought this one up is because one of the biggest things that's on the market right now, that's scaring a lot of people on the market right now, is the fact that we're not going to have no rate cuts. And I'll be real with you, that is what did I have to eat? I ate a salmon egg roll from Big Dave's Cheesecake. And I had a couple French fries. He had the wrinkle fries, though. That's what they call crinkle fries? Mm-hmm. Shout out to Big Dave's Cheesecake, because them salmon rolls be good, dog.
Thanks, man. Amazing.
They be good. Jose, next month, we're going to do 30 days. I'm not going to say it because it's going to sound crazy on air. But we're going to do 30 days of the vegan way you like it. You do the vegan way. You want it right now? I ain't going to say it on TV. I ain't going to say it the way you say it. They be like, what, Trap? You crazy. Don't say that. But Jose like to go, Jose do the vegan where you do it for like 30 days. How long you doing it for? You just on it right now? Well, that means you somebody inspiring you. I don't got that kind of inspiration in my life. But Jose do the 30 days where he just, he eat like uncooked food. Right? He eats uncooked food and he eats fruits and vegetables. That's what he do. Right? He eat uncooked food and fruits and vegetables. That's what he eat. That's what he eat. So Jose, we could do
It's the discipline.
I don't got a problem with that. Let's do it. Let's do it in May, dog. Let's do it in May. You gonna do it from now till May? You gonna keep doing it?
Ooh, it's my birthday week.
What does that mean?
Hey, look. Hey, that's what it means. I'm enjoying. I gotta enjoy. Enjoy this.
What you gonna eat, dog?
Whatever, bro. Salmon, crab legs, lobster.
Okay.
Going crazy.
Okay.
We be back.
All right, so let's see what the people got to say. So Bank of America says they're going to see a first rate cut in June. Barclays say June. Citigroup says June. Goldman Sachs says June. Jefferies said June. JP Morgan says June. Morgan Stanley says June. TD Security says June. So a lot of the big banks are saying they would like to see, or they think the Fed gonna cut in June. And this has been published from January, February, March, December. One is in April. I think we'll get 2 cuts this year. That's what I personally think. I think we'll get 2 cuts this year, but that's a long way from 6 that they said last year. They went from 6 to 4 to 2 to none. Now, I'm be real with you. If we get no rate cuts this year, this is not going to be a good year. If we get no rate cuts this year, that is going to be heavy for the game. And the reason why it's going to be heavy for the game is because no rate cuts now puts us back in the higher for longer. It puts us in that hawkish phase, and that means there's no progress being made. And remember, I always tell you that the market is a forward-looking mechanism. So because it's a forward-looking mechanism, the market looks for optimism. It's looking for optimism. It needs optimism. Optimism makes the market feel good, which is why the market is always up 76% of the time, because the market wants to be optimistic. Being optimistic says I'm being optimistic about what? America. So the market wants that. So without the rate cuts, it puts the market in a pessimistic point of view because the market is trying to get down to that 2% inflation rate. Now, I think we should be in the 3% rate. I think we should stay there because they got money, they got all kinds of things, but I've never run a country before a day in my life, so I don't know what's best for the country. I have an opinion on what I think is cool, but I've never ran a country a day in my life. I've barely gotten my life right. I've barely gotten my life right. I'm still navigating co-parenting. I'm still navigating how to build a business. I'm still navigating on. I've been in my house for 2 years. I still got no furniture in there. I got furniture? Well, I got the bed. It ain't a house full of furniture. I got the bed over there in the basement. It is 10,000 square foot. I got the sofa in the what do you call that part when you walk through the door? There's a foyer. It's a foyer. Foyer. Ah, that's interesting. Foyer. Is that Maryland where it's on it? I've heard foyer forever. Okay, so then the room behind is the living room. So we got that. We got the sofa there. Then we got the sofa in the one where your people come at. And then they got a sofa in the kitchen. I don't got all the pots and pans. That's in the basement. That comes from the old house, from the condo. And then my daughter got her bed in the room, but we don't got no mattress. And they got the custom bed in my room and the sofa in there, but we ain't got no mattress. So I'm just living in the basement like I'm a prisoner. But it's comfortable. That's where the movie theater at. The pool is right there. Close to the pool. There's a full kitchen down there. Pool table, chessboard. I'm comfortable. This is a prime example that men don't need a lot.
Amen.
We don't need a lot. Bro, the rest of the house is just for, I don't know. I don't even know. I said, hey, let's talk about this right quick. Not to get too deep in it, yo. I literally told Cuz, I think it's best, Cuz, that you get your own spot at this point because, what I said, Cuz, I don't know what the hell I told Cuz something. But Cuz, I wasn't mad because Cuz been here. But at some point you just be like, yo, I won't come in my shit. Even though I don't got no furniture now. Cuz was like, damn, that nigga put me out. That's cold-blooded, you hear me? I gave Cuz 60 days, and I'm proud of Cuz, though. That was tough love, though. That was tough love. You know why? Look at him now. Look at him now. Hey, Nat. That's my girl there, man. Cuz now, man. Look, he thriving now. Look at him. Got his Gucci sneakers on. You feel me?
I'm slipping.
I be seeing him on Instagram, posted with his little. That's what he be doing, Jose, look. Biting the bottom lip. He be biting his bottom lip, picking it out. Then I know when he feeling like groovy because he gonna put salt and pepper in the caption, you hear me? But bro, I be in the house by myself, cuz. But this is proof that men don't need a lot. This is proof that most men don't need a lot, bro. And I'll be honest with you. I bought the house, Jose, with the intentions of, man, I want my daughter to have a house. Because I was living in a condo in a high rise. Don't get me wrong, my high rise was super dope, yo. Panoramic all the way around. I used to love that joint. But at some point, I started feeling boxed in. I was like, yo, I'm boxed in. I keep walking up here and see the same 2,000 square feet. It's a 2-bedroom that I made. 1 bedroom, office. I'm thinking if I get the bigger house, my daughter gonna sleep in the bed. You know, she have her own room. I got it maxed out. She still sleep in the bed with me. But you know why? Because I ain't got no furniture in the house. You feel me? But this is proof that men don't need a lot. Because, bro, I literally walk in my house and I just be like, damn, I got all this house. Man, I don't need all this house. Look, because he said we watched the whole high rise get built on the other side of my house, on my condo, cuz. Because I walk in my house right now, bro, and I be like, damn, look at all this house. I be like, damn. And I don't need all that house. I want to have kids, more. I want to have more, Jose. 7 bedrooms. I'm only occupying 1. I at least want 3 more, Jose. I don't want 3, Jose. Jose, 3. I need a tribe, cuz.
Hey, I'm praying for you, brother. That's all.
Don't pray for me. Pray for her. Pray for her, not me, cuz. I got this shit. I got this shit to a science. All right, man, let's go a little further, man. We love it, man. I love y'all, man. That's why I love this show, Jose, because we get to have our, you know what I'm saying? We get to do our own thing, man. All right, so we talked about this earlier. GM has now officially did its 3-way split. The GE Aerospace, the GE Vernova, which is the one that went out today. Let me see how it did today, too. Let me see how did it do today. Let me see how I did today. I'm looking it up right now. I'm looking it up right now. So the stock today did, year to date is up 22%. Year to date is up 22%. Right, so that's good. It came out, it's down a month. So that ain't bad, man. Let's look at this. So that's 22%. Watch this. That's 22%. We see GE is up 33%. And then let's see what GE Health doing. And GE Health up 15%. So all three GEs, 22%, 33%, and 15%. That's a CEO that's handling this business. That's a CEO that's handling this business. GE Aerospace, 22%, 33%. GE Vernova, 22%. GE Healthcare, 15%. Yeah, it could be down 2 points. Today was a hell of a day for the market. I always look at year to date. Year to date matters to me. Anybody, I can have a bad game one day. That don't mean I ain't cold-blooded. You know what I'm saying? So I always look at year to date. That matters more to me. You know what I'm saying? So that's a CEO that has truly turned this game around. It's a CEO that truly just turned this around. How did I find out about a three-way stock split? Because I studied the company. I studied the game. I look at companies even when I ain't invested in them. Because I just like to see how companies move. Typically, when a company do splits or spinoffs, the spinoffs typically do good. This is the case of a CEO that's really coming in. They fire the other CEO. He's doing his thing. I think, I'm interested now to see what Boeing gonna do. They just got rid of their CEO. I'm interested to see what he gonna do when he come in. So I'm interested to see that. Let's go a little further. All right, 6 things I wrote down. I wrote these 6 things that will make you a better, just make you a better investor. I'm always interested in how can I develop things that'll make you better. So these are 6 things that I came up with. The one thing that'll make you better is analyzing your mistakes. Why did I go wrong? What did I do wrong? The market is never wrong. The market is never wrong. Write that down in your head. The market is never wrong. Write that down in your head. The market is never wrong. Right? So 6 things that make you a better investor. Analyze your mistakes. Number 2, balance your risk. Meaning, understand where your risk pocket is. Like, don't over exceed because then you start to be greedy. Right? Balance your risk. Find out where your risk zone at. And it's okay to open up, but don't try to do it all at once. Right? Next, stop attempting to time the market. You can't. Nobody can. Nobody has never done it over the history of the market. Some people have gotten lucky, but you cannot do it consistently. 1, find your strength in pockets. Like, in order to find your strength in pockets, it simply means keep developing yourself over and over. Keep developing. Find out what parts of the market that you like. Find out what parts of the market that you don't like. Right? What parts of the market do I like? What parts of the market don't I like? Right? And once you find where you like, get strong there. And don't just say, I like NVIDIA because, I like NVIDIA. Why you like it? I don't know, it's running up. Well, when it start going down, you ain't going to like it no more. Treat a gamble like a gamble, treat an investment like an investment. Man, I mind some NVIDIA stock. Why are you buying it? It's running up. What happened when it go down? I sold it. Why? It went down. Find your strength in pockets. Give yourself time. Give yourself time. There's 11 sectors in the market. Those sectors are broken down into industries. Find your pockets where you are really strong at. If you're a woman that does cosmetics, then you might like that Ulta Beauty, Elf Beauty, L'Oreal. You like anything that dealing with makeup, you like that. If you're a workout enthusiast, you're going to like that. Lululemon, Nike, that's your area. You're going to look into tennis, that's your area. If you're into technology, you going to find your area, find the pockets that you like and that you understand. And it's not saying that you don't understand the other pockets, but you give yourself time and grace. The reason in the beginning, I used to not like medical. But now people that know me, you know I enjoy medical device companies. I enjoy studying the medical device field, which is why you see me talk about Lululemon. I mean, you see me talking about Eli Lilly. You see me talking about Medtronic. You see me talking about companies like this. Why? It took me some time, but that's why I bought an ETF called IHI. Here's the thing. If you want to learn about an industry, buy the ETF on the industry or sector that you like. Study that ETF until it makes sense to you. Study that ETF until it makes sense to you. Once it starts making sense to you, you find a company that you really like, boom. And I like to call that, I get paid while I learn. I buy ETFs, I'll study the ETF, study the companies in the ETF, I'm getting paid while I learn. Next, never stop learning. And number 6, keep funding. It should have been keep funding your account. That's my fault. Don't never stop putting money in the account. Never. Ever, ever, ever. Put more money in your investment account than you put in your savings account. Now, y'all don't know, I don't agree with a lot of stuff that Dave Ramsey say, but go on and put that $1,000 up. I gotta keep it real where it's real. Dave Ramsey, once I saw that stat that said people, the average person can't afford $1,000 emergency, man, go put them 20, I need you to put $1,500 up. Because don't get the emergency and be broke afterwards. So your first thing you need to be doing, I gotta keep, I got it from Dave Ramsey, so I ain't gonna say I didn't. I gotta give him a prop. But I gotta give him the props on it because once I saw the stat, it made it real. I'm like, man, because I'm gonna be real with you. I've never had an emergency account. I've never had it. I've never this is my emergency fund, and this is my savings, and it was all one pot for me. It's all one pot. Savings, emergency, life, food, gas, clothes. It's all one pot. It's all one pot. But when I saw the data, I said, oh, okay. This is adult financing right here. Right? So if the average person don't have $1,000, you shouldn't even much be investing. I'm going to keep that 100. If you ain't got $1,000 or $2,000 on the side that you ain't touching no matter what, you shouldn't even much be investing, yo. And I'm going to be real, I got to add that to my formula for people. If you ain't got $1,000 or $2,000 on the side, you shouldn't even much be investing. And the reason why, I'm getting tired of, and I'm telling you, that stat made so much sense to me. Because people be coming to me now and they're like, bro, this is my last 500. This is my last 1,000. Well, you don't need to invest that, bro. I got a hot 600. Bro, don't laugh, bro. Why would you do that, Jose? Why would you do that? 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 Why would you do that, bro? Why would you do that? Man just thought, that man said. That man, that's crazy. Man, crazy. Right? Nah, but people be, bro, my DMs be crazy. Trap, I got a hot 600, bro. What I supposed to do? I don't know. I was saying it on live earlier today. A queen hit me up in my DM and she was like, man, Trap, I need to flip some money fast. What I need to do? I said, I have no idea. She said, I need to flip some money fast in the short term. What do I do? I said, I have no idea. I have no idea at all. Because every time I tried to get money fast, it was me risking my life and I was in jail. So that ain't the route to go. I don't know what to tell you. But what stock I can get? None of them. Not now one of them. If you need to make some money fast, not now one of them. Because that's ain't what this game for. You do got to start somewhere. But if you got a hot 600, that ain't what you start with. Man, somebody get Jose, man.
It's the hot that you added to it, bro.
Oh, for real. You should start somewhere. But if all you got is a hot 600,
Greatest show on earth. Okay. Greatest show on earth.
if all you got is $600 to your name, that ain't where you start. And the reason why is because life gon' life and you're going to need that 600. And the market isn't guaranteed to go up when you put the money in. In most cases, and I'm going to be real, this even happened with me. In most cases, I'm talking about like 80% of the time, when I buy something, whether it's an option or a stock, it goes down. And then it comes back up. So if you got a hot 600 and you put 600 in, it goes to 559, you couldn't afford to lose the 600. So I know the $39, $49 loss, you're going to take it out. Now you got to pay taxes on the $40. you all messed up now. So if you got a high 600, your goal should be, how do I now go find a way to earn some money? So I can put $1,000 or $1,500 on the side, and now I can go get in the market. That's called adult financing. I just made that term up, Jose. Adult financing. If all you got is 600, if the 600 go to 575, you're going to sell it because you couldn't afford to lose the 600. So now you need to you're going to sell it. Now you're going to be trying to in and out the market. You're going to try to catch it again. You're going to do yourself a disservice. So what you need to do is say, all right, let me take the 600. Let me put the 600 up. Let me go add another, 900 to this. Now I got 1,500. I got 1,500 on the side in case anything happened to me. Now let me go get my first 1,000. And I'm going to just keep it 100% real with you. If you are over the age of 18 years old and you can't go find a way to make $2,500, you got a whole nother type of issue. I'm keeping it 100 with you. If you over the age of 18, if you over the age of 21, because 18, you still be at the crib. If you over the age of 21 and you can't go make $2,500, you got another kind of issue going on. And I ain't even saying go make $2,500 in a day. I ain't saying go make $2,500 in a week. If you can't go find a way to get $2,500, save it, accumulate the $2,500. Thank you, cuz. You have a deeper issue. No, you don't pay taxes on a loss, fam. I knew somebody was going to catch it. I was just talking, bro. If you over the age of 21, if you over the age of 21 and you can't go make $2,500, bro, there's a problem here. And and you have all your functioning things. You have your arms, you have your legs, you have your head, you got your chest. You physically able. All right, let me make sure I say that. Let me make sure I specify that. If you over the age of 21 and you are healthy, you don't have no type of handicaps. You got everything, arms, legs, you don't have no difficulties doing nothing. Your only problem is that you lazy, we have a problem. This is adult financing. Again, go get you $1,500, put that to the side. You know why? Because you don't want the bare minimum. Put the $1,500 to the side, go get you a rack. Now you got your $1,000. Let me start investing. And there's so many things you can do to make $2,500, yo. You can wash cars. You can take the $600, go buy you some supplies. Wash cars. You get a part-time job. You can cut some grass. You can rake some leaves. Leaves is falling. People got pollen all over this stuff. Go wipe the pollen off the people's windows. You do a lot. Recycle cans. That was a thing when I was young. We used to recycle the piss off some cans, boy. After them parades, boy, we stepping on all the cans. Step on the cans so they flat so you can get everything out of it. Step on both ends. Come on, man. You bring that to the junkyard. We going to the junkyard with 10 bags, boy, after parade season. We got 8, 9 bags. Mama, she putting that thing on her truck. And it ain't for free. She charging us gas money, me and my partners. I'm going to bring y'all gas money. Here's the problem. Some of y'all got too much pride. You so stuck on you want to be an entrepreneur. I don't want nobody to see me at Walmart. I don't want nobody to see me at Target. I don't want nobody to see me at McDonald's. I don't want nobody to see me at whatever. I don't want nobody to see me. You feel me? You got too much pride to go do the necessary. You cannot negotiate the necessary. Man, I remember I was young, man, my grandma used to make me sell, we used to sell watermelons, dog. Bro, all my homies used to be playing, and I remember my grandma installed, that's why I'm the way I am now, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I used to be embarrassed. Like, man, why I gotta go sell these fruits for, man? Sell these damn fruits? But she taught me hustle. She had a little nickel-plated 25. She had the nickel-plated 25 with the pearl handle. And she said, you protect this truck with your life with this gun. And she used to leave me on Crowder by myself in the East with a truck full of watermelons, and a 25. And this before Cash App, PayPal, or anything. So I'm getting the money and putting it in my little fanny pack. Got a fanny pack full of money. 7 bullets. You better protect this truck with your life. I'm talking about they got every bit of 300 watermelons on it, cuz. They got so much watermelons on it, cuz. The front of the truck up a little bit, the back down. Put the gate down. Roll them watermelons up. I said, what you gonna pay me? She said, nigga, you live in my house. I pay you nothing. You better learn how to get some tips. Say less. I'm carrying 2 watermelons to the car. What's up? I'm getting $3 tips, $5 tips. I did it the whole summer. I come out the summer, I got $1,000. My homies who out, they broke. They broke. I started loving the hustle. Oh, okay. Who we got? A watermelon, red to the rind. We got them sweet. We got them sweet watermelons, red to the rind. Nice and heavy. 2 watermelon, red to the front. 1 for 3, 2 for 5. And we got them cantaloupes too. And we got them cantaloupes too. You want them cantaloupes? We got them. Watermelon, red to the rind. Come on, pluck them. Oh, that's a good hollow one right there. That's a good one for you right there. Pluck it, look. You hear that? How you know a good from the back? I don't know. My grandma just told me to do it like this. So I'm doing. Pluck it, look. You hear this right here? Do, 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 do. That's hot. That's a good one. You hear that? Do, you hear that thud? People don't know I was a good salesman. Watermelon, red to the rind. 1 for 3, 2 for 5. Holla at me. Taylor's Produce, baby. Started getting tips out the wazoo. Young, 10 years old. 11 years old, 12 years old. When I got real good, she started leaving me with 2 trucks. One got watermelons, the other truck got fruits on it. Oranges. I was like, oh, we all in. We all in. And then it went from watermelon season to mustard green season. Oh, we got cabbage, we got collard greens, we got mustards. What you need, we got it. We got cabbage, we got collards, we got mustards. We got them by the bundle, we got them by the batch. What you need, we got it. Taylor's Produce. You heard me? Loved it. Because I learned how to hustle, I learned how to talk. I learned how to do business, I learned how to do sales. Because I knew my grandma told me, I ain't paying you nothing. You live under my roof. You better get some tips. And I said, say less. People giving me $3, $5, $7. I'm hustling. As soon as you pull up, I'm at the car. How you doing? How you doing, man? We got them watermelons. We got them cantaloupes. We got them honeydew melons. We got whatever you need. 1 for 3, 2 for 5. Best watermelon. Sweet to the red meat. Sweet to the red meat. Oh, what you got? You don't got to get out the car, man. I got you. What you want, 2? Because 1 ain't going to do it. No, you're going to eat 1 by yourself. What you need? You need 2. You need a good honeydew with it. 2 with a honeydew will get you through. What you need? How much you sell a honeydew for? If you get the 2 for 5, I'll get you a honeydew for 3. I'm talking that talk. What you need? I'm coming to the bar, and I was good with Matt. You give me a 20, I'll keep the chain. I'm going my chain, and I got the fanny pack on. With the 25 with the 7 bullets in it. Stop playing. So my partners were making fun of me. You ain't playing football, you ain't doing this. End of the day, I got $50. End of the day, I got $100. End of the summer, I got $1,200, $1,300. I'm 11, 12 years old, and one thing my grandma did, she ain't never tell you, it's your money. You do what you want to do with it. But I'm going to tell you, don't go waste it all in one spot. And then when school time came around, it was cabbage season. Because watermelon's in the summer. It's cabbage season. I had to go from the east to Mississippi. Load 2 trucks of mustard greens, collard greens, turnip greens, cabbage, drive back an hour and a half with her, take a shower, and still go to school. And still go to school. And if I wasn't doing good in school, all my tips was for her. So I better be doing good in school. If I wasn't doing good in school, all my tips was for her. It's a different type of hustle. It's a different type of hustle going on. It was in me. That's the type of stuff I grew up with. Who did tell you, man, my grandma was serious. She was serious. She put that in me. That hustle was there. If you don't learn how to talk to people for no tip, they ain't getting no tip. Don't just depend on people to give you a tip. Know how to work, but they gotta give you one. All right, bet. Bet. And you protect this with your life. You protect this with your life. You worry about me getting you out of jail if you shoot somebody. You protect this with your life. This is how we eat. You protect it with your life. And you don't be scared to shoot it. So if you over the age of 21 years old and you don't know how to go make $2,500, you got a deeper rooted issue. The problem today is we too lazy. We want everything to come to us overnight. We want everything to happen tomorrow. You see somebody else going, I want to be a millionaire. How you going to be a millionaire? I don't know. You ain't got no work ethic. You ain't got no principle. All you want to do is get on these social media apps and talk about everybody and have an opinion about everything with your own goddamn life. What if you put the same energy in your life that you put in examining and criticizing and judging somebody else's life? It's a many times I be like, bro, I don't got nothing to say about that, bro. Dude asked me the other day, Trap, what you think about P. Diddy's situation? Man, I don't know. I don't got nothing to say about it, bro. I don't know what's going on. I respectfully decided to decline on that because I got too much on my life to be worried about. I got too much to fix in my life. I got 13 people on this team that I got to make sure they get paid every week. That's more important to me than worrying about what Diddy got going on. We're trying to build a $100 million business. We're trying to go on tour. We're trying to do stock market in the street. We're trying to come up with some big old events to put together. We got too much stuff to worry about in my life to worry about what somebody else got going on in their life. The problem is we put too much energy in everybody else's life, and we think it's okay to have, it's my opinion. I got the First Amendment. What's the opinion on your life? What's the opinion on your life? My opinion on my life is I ain't doing enough. My opinion on my life is I got to make some more millionaires in my family. I got to make some more millionaires in my community. That's my opinion on my life. I got too much time to be criticizing somebody else's life when I got too much on my plate that I got to deal with in my life. I done asked God for too much and He delivering it to me. Now I got to get in that. You ask God for something, when He give you the ingredients, the reason why they ain't come to you because you ain't putting the ingredients together. You too busy looking at somebody else's plate. You too busy looking at somebody else's mixing bowl. You too busy worrying about why somebody else got what you don't got. You too busy worrying about trying to make what you got look better than what you got. We're trying to build a business over here. We're trying to build a brand that's going to be here for the next 20, 30 years. And that take everything in me. So I don't got time to have opinions about other crazy stuff. Will I watch a little sports? Yep. But having an opinion about stuff that don't move the needle in my life, why waste my brain cells on that? Why waste my brain cells on that? I'm too busy being thankful. I'm too busy asking God for more grace. I'm too busy asking God to help me to develop to worry about that. And if we put more into fertilizing ourselves, if we put more into learning how to play this game, we will have more than $1,000 saved for emergency. You ain't got enough money to be worried about other people's business yet. You need all the free time you can to focus on development. You bad enough, you spend enough time scrolling. That's the problem. You scrolling so much, now you got time to be in other people's business. If you was reading, you'd be taking notes. If you was in an ebook, you'd be taking notes. If you was listening to a course, you'd be taking notes. If you was listening to a sermon or something, you'd be taking notes. You ain't taking notes because you ain't learning. So now because you're in other people's business, you ain't got no other option but to be nosy and have no opinion. You ain't got no other option. Having an opinion about shit that don't concern you is the byproduct of wasting your time. It's the byproduct of that. It's the byproduct of that. You got an opinion about stuff that don't matter to you and stuff that don't move the needle in your life because that's the byproduct of you wasting a lot of time. Doing nothing. Every day you doing mindless activity. Not just some days. It's a habit now. Trap, what's your opinion? I don't know, because Jim Rome in my ear talking crazy. Trap, what's your opinion? I don't have none. Why? Tony Robbins, I'm 42 chapters in on the audiobook. He talking crazy. I don't know, man. Miles Monroe talking about the keys to the kingdom. He going crazy. What you talking about? I don't know, man. Simon Sneed, he going crazy, talking about leadership. I don't know. I'm too busy listening to Simon. I'm too busy listening to Masterclass. I'm too busy studying something. I'm too busy learning about media because they don't got no books on it. I'm too busy. We're too busy trying to grow this business outside of social media. So whenever they shut social media down, we still got a multi-million-dollar business. We too busy. We too busy. We too busy. We too busy building a business outside of social media, so we ain't over here crying about being shadow banned. We too busy. I'm too busy trying to tell B, what kind of content we need. I need you to help me with my brain. Jose, can we put this out? Too, do we need this? I'm too busy trying to help my team get better. I'm too busy trying to get them to pour into me so I can be better. I'm too busy trying to surround myself with people that's going to help us go get 100 million so I can break everybody on my team off with a few million. We too busy. We too busy. Too busy. The problem is you ain't busy enough. You ain't busy enough fertilizing you. Let's move a little further, man. My apologies. My apologies. What's next on the screen, Tootie? All right. Jose, I got a little parch off that one. A little parch, you heard me? All right, so the S&P 500 has more, this was good when I read this, y'all. Y'all learning something tonight? I hope y'all learning something tonight, because I went dig. And if y'all notice, the last 2 weeks, I really been dropping a lot of bars on y'all, and that's because I feel bad about taking that Tuesday off. I feel bad about taking that Tuesday off, bro. I feel like I broke out a streak, dog, and I don't like it. I don't like it. So I've been trying to just come with heavy game. You know what I'm saying, cuz? All right, so watch this. Buybacks are about to cross the $1 trillion mark by 2025. In 2025. According to Goldman Sachs, this will be the first time in history. By the end of 2024, we'll have $925 billion projected in buybacks and another $1 trillion in 2025, which will combine in 2 years at almost $2 trillion, which is the first time in history. Now, I'm going to ask y'all a question by the time we get to the end of this. Go to the next slide, Tootie. Watch this. No. The next slide should be the one with the buybacks on it, Tootie, with the companies. It'll have like companies, it'll be like green. It'll have like prices on it. There you go, my dog. All right, make that a big screen, Tootie, because they can see it. I wanted Steve to blow that up a little bit more when I found it. Make that a big screen. All right, and I'm going to tell it to you right quick. See, because these talking about you did, but you get it past. See, it should be on me, bro. All right, so right here you can't see it, but these are buybacks in the billions. And the three biggest, and this in the last 12 months, is Apple with $78 billion in buybacks, Alphabet with $61 billion in buybacks, Meta with $19 billion in buybacks, Microsoft with $18 billion in buybacks, and ExxonMobil with $17 billion in buybacks. Those are the top 5. Number 6 comes in at Chevron with $14 billion in buybacks. Number 7 is Broadcom with $14.3 billion in buybacks. Number 5, 6, 7, 8 is T-Mobile with $13 billion in buybacks. Number 9 is Raytheon with $12 billion in buybacks, almost 13. And number 10 is Visa with $12 billion in buybacks. So my question to you all is this. Do you think buybacks are good or bad? Right? Do you think buybacks are good and or bad? All right, so watch this. Buybacks can be good and bad. One, buybacks allow companies to take shares off the market. And in the process of taking shares off the market, it causes the stock price to go up, which is good. On the flip side, it depends on when the buybacks are taking place, because remember, CEOs and owners, and they be having these shares for a long time at super low prices, right? These dope, amazing prices. You always want to pay attention to when the buybacks are implemented. A great buyback is implemented when the company stock is down. Right? A great buyback happens when the company's stock is down. But a misuse of a buyback is when a company's stock is already up and then the company buys more shares when the stock is up, inflating the price. That's called stock and price inflation. Right? Because now what you're doing is the company now is a stock is already running. Like let's say Nvidia stock is at $900 and some and then they do a share buyback. Right? You didn't need that. There was no need to do a buyback when the stock prices go up. But let's say the stock price went down to 600 and then you did a buyback. It's okay because the stock is falling and you want to bring that back up. So stock buybacks can be good and bad. Bad because it's when the stock is already up, and then what that causes is now, in essence, the ripple effect to that is the stock is already up. Now that's called that's manipulated stock returns, right? It's not organic, right? Which is another reason why you want them to do buybacks when the stock is down, because it still falls under organic growth. But when the stock is way up high, it's not really organic. It's now manipulated. And sometimes that can happen because, remember, CEOs also get rewarded for what? Stock performance. Right? It's like stock is, CEOs get, remember, we talked about it the other week ago when we said what? The CEOs got $80 billion, $90 billion. One got $121 million, right, in stock rewards. Why? Because the stock did really good. We talked about AVGO. That one got $96 million in what? Stock rewards and stock options, stock compensation, right? So those things are, we just want to be mindful of that. Let's go a little further, Tootie. All right, FedEx loses $2 billion in annual sales. Can they last? So FedEx said they are not partnering with, they're ending their relationship with the United Post Office, which brings them $2 billion in sales. What UPS is now going to pick that up is in September. UPS is going to pick that up. FedEx is also going to lose 300 pilots in this acquisition. So as of time, FedEx was the primary contributor to delivering U.S. mail with the United States Post Office. Well, they're ending that 22-year relationship, which is going to cause 300 pilots to get fired, but also UPS is going to take this job up. My question to you is this bad for FedEx? Or is it good for UPS? I think it's good for UPS. I don't know. I got to get a little bit more. I want to understand more detail in why this happened. Because you don't just end it, huh? Yeah, more is you know, I like seeing stuff like this because it makes me dig a little deeper into, you know, just the politics of America and how companies, most of the 22-year relationship, like, why, what we doing here? Especially you can't afford to lose $2 billion in annual revenue when you got a company like Amazon just eating away at the market share anyway. The worst thing either one of y'all could do is let Amazon say, all right, y'all tripping, I got it. It's the worst thing both of y'all could do. Bad enough they killing you. Matter of fact, you give it, I got it. It was taking one day to get done, we gonna get it the same day. I don't even worry about it. You mail it out Monday, we get it Monday night. We got our own airplanes, we got our own vans. If you mail it out Monday and then there's a certain circumference, we got it, they get it that night. The worst thing you can do is let Amazon pick that up. Anyway, that's how I feel. Let's go a little further, man. Jose, how you feel about tonight, dog? And I went crazy, or we still going crazy? My uncle texted me, man. My uncle texted me and said, man, I love you, boy. Keep hustling. She is more than proud. She like hard lessons was learned, but they were worth it. Yes, they were, Unc. I love my uncle, man. My uncle said, boy, you got me in my feelings. She taught us, man. I'm telling you, man. She taught us, man. So I'm going to tell y'all something, too. My uncle texted me. I remember when I was young, Jose, I thought my uncle was the flyest nigga in the world. You hear me? That boy had that white Cadillac. You remember he had a two-door caddy? The Cougar. Oh, it was the Cougar. That's what it was. It was the Cougar with the limo tent. Ooh, I thought that boy was the coolest nigga in the world. I thought he was the coolest. I was like, that boy Uncle, whoa, got it going on, boy. Bro, hey, Unc had the Cougar with the limo tent. I thought he was smooth operator. I thought he was the smoothest. What? Ooh. All right, let's go, man. Microsoft and OpenAI CEO want to build a $100 billion supercomputer called Stargate. Now, they're saying that they are going to build the next generation of innovative technology. They say they are preparing for this. I think this is going to be super dope. And here's what we cannot. Boy, I ain't going no ball. You tripping, boy. Don't never play, boy. You tripping, boy. I got a full head of hair. You know the woman just told me the other day? She said, boy, you look so good. You 40 years old with a full head of hair. No pun intended, cuz. Don't play. I don't use no spray or nothing. I'm straight. Don't play with me. I'm good over here. Make sure you, hey, I ain't no hatfish over here, you heard me? Make sure, that is Carson and Tootie. You feel me? Stop playing. Don't play with me. Shh. Stop playing. What? Paul. Stop playing. My uncle, I'm talking about right now, he still got hair. I don't know what happened to Cuz. Or them apple hats. No, the welding hats. All right, yeah. Stop playing. All right, let's go a little further, Tootie. All right, so this is before we get into it. This one was crazy. So is Tesla running out of charge? Is they running out of charge? Now, the reason why I came up with that one was because, check this out. They did the thing today, and Tesla, as of right now, for the first time since 2020, Tesla has had year-over-year losses. They reported deliveries today, and when they reported deliveries today, they were 70,000 short of what Wall Street expected. 8.5% if we're looking at percentages. Short. I think it's a combined effort of they're losing China. China is whooping their butt. They're making some amazing cars. Now, they're still the #1 EV dealer in America. But remember, China was their biggest, where they got the most sales from, right? They're losing in China bad. China making amazing cars, and they're making them for cheaper. And Tesla has to find a way to get more growth in China, and I just don't know how that's going to go. I think Elon, I've never ran a multi-billion dollar company, but here's what I do know. I think Twitter was a bad purchase for him. I don't think he should have bought it. I think he was in over his head when he got it. He was emotional at the time. He way overpaid for it. He overpaid for it by far. He overpaid for it. And when he overpaid for it, that hurt him. And then he just hasn't been doing the right thing with this. There's been a lot of things going on. He's been taking a beating. The company is down 33% year to date. It's one of the worst performing stocks in the S&P 500. And that's horrible when you got a company that's still in growth mode. And for them to be missing deliveries like that, I don't know. But let's go to the next slide. All right, because this is the one that's going to kind of shock me. Kathy Woods buys more Tesla and sells NVIDIA. I don't understand this, Kathy. I don't understand this. I don't understand this. But here's what she said. She said Tesla will be a $2,000 stock by 2027. Right? She said Tesla will be a $2,000 stock by 2027. She sold, and I quote, she sold 663,000 shares of Robinhood worth $12 billion. She sold 7,000 shares of Coinbase worth $1.7 billion. And she sold 3,200 shares of NVIDIA worth $2.8 million. She sold that to buy another 84,000 shares of Tesla at $175. So if I'm not mistaken, Tesla right now, so she bought it at
She said it's going to be 2K by when?
2027. So she bought these last ones at 175. I think right now Tesla is at 160, 166. So she's already down on that position, $10, $9. No, at 175, it's 166.
She said 200 to 2,000.
She said 2,000.
That's what I'm saying.
And she says it's going to be a $2,000 stock by 2027. I don't know what the hell she see. I don't know what the hell she see. Not when the competition is so fierce. Right? And she bought 86,000 shares at 175, and the stock is already down to 166. So that position is already down $9. The problem I have with, and I'm not saying that Kathy, I don't want to say that she don't know what the hell she doing, because I've never ran billions of dollars of money, right? And there's a I do believe in betting on the future, but I also believe that you keep, like, she has a huge position in Tesla. I like Tesla, don't get me wrong, but I definitely don't feel like you should sell. Now, she didn't sell a lot of NVIDIA. Only selling 3,200 shares is not a lot, right? She bought, her position was worth $507. She spent $514 million to buy 884,000 shares of Tesla.
So, she sold $12 million worth of Robinhood, $1.7 million worth of Coinbase. That put at almost 14 million. Then she sold another 2.8 million, so that's 14, 15, 16. So she bought about 17 million off those 3 plays. It's not that big of a deal, but I think Nvidia being down to $800 is a better deal than buying Tesla at 175. She never had to. Never said that Kathy doesn't know more than the average person, but even Kathy Woods can be wrong. Just like Warren Buffett can be wrong. Just because she know a lot don't mean she wrong. Just because she know a lot don't mean she can't be wrong. And she's been wrong a lot. She's been wrong a lot. You know what I'm saying? She's been wrong a lot, because if we look at it, ever since she had a good run. She had a good run during the pandemic when Tesla went crazy. But over the last couple years, that ARC Innovation stock has not been doing good. Over at least the last 2-3 years, it ain't done that good. She's underperformed. But I'm not mad at her because she bet in the future. So I don't know. She has a great vision, but sometimes we get it wrong. Don't take away from her. Sometimes we get it wrong. Probabilities. You feel me? Sometimes we just get it wrong. I'm not saying that she's wrong. I still believe in Tesla too, my damn self. And when you look at the Nvidia play, she probably just took some profit off the top. The company ran off a lot. She took some profit off the top, and then she put it in another position. I'm not mad at her selling the Coinbase or the Robinhood, but I don't know. I don't know if the market. I still think Tesla is big dog. Let me say that. But having it as a $2,000 stock by 2027, with the way China is just pushing out some great product over there, I don't know. He's losing market share in China. Feel what I'm saying? Like, let me make it make more sense for you. He was the dominant hustler on the block in somebody else's hood. But the people in the hood where he was the dominant hustler at, where he not from, they done started developing their own product, and now they pushing him out the hood. You feel me? Like, he was the number one hustler in China until China started developing their own. And now he's losing market share because China is now China in. All right, let's go a little further too. I ain't gonna stay there too long. All right, man, let's get to it. All right, so, man, y'all know we enter our segment, Flush It or Flip It, one of our favorite segments of the show. We definitely like to get into it. Jose, how you feeling?
Man, we good, man.
We having a good night tonight?
Yeah.
All right.
Still heavy in the chat.
They still heavy in the chat. We like it. All right, so first up to deck, let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it. All right, so first on the deck is Canadian Natural Resource, right? So, Jose, listen to this one. Canadian Natural Resource is an oil and natural gas production company which engages in the exploration, development, marketing, and production of crude oil and natural gas. It operates through the following segments: oil sands and mining, upgrading, mainstream refining, and exploration. We heard about that before, but it wasn't a company in Canada. Year to date, the company is up 19%. Last year alone, it returned 35%. Jose, do we flush it or do we flip it, bro?
You got 60%, we're going to flip that thing.
We're going to flip it? We ain't mad at it. Why you flipped it, though, Jose?
Look like we got some good numbers as far as last year, this year.
All right. All right, we with that? All right, next on the list is Southern Copper Co., right? Not to be mixed with Southern Company. Southern Copper Co. engages in the development, production, and exploration of copper, zinc, and silver. It operates through the following segment. Peruvian. They know about that Peruvian. Sometimes, bro, I just can't deal with you, dog. Peruvian, Mexican open pit operations and Mexican underground mining operations, right? The stock is up year to date 26%. Last year, 40%. Jose, how we feel about that?
76% of us in here. Let's go.
Leave it for my money machine. How you feel? Why you picked that, Jose? Oh my God. That's your squad? The what? The chat trapper. Freeport-McMoRan engages in the mining of copper, gold. It operates through the following segments: North American copper, South American mining, Indonesian mining, and molybdenum mining. Rod and refining, Atlantic copper smelting and refinery, and corporate. Right? The company is up 15% year to date, Jose. Is up 17% last year. What you doing, Jose?
We are 60%. We're going to flip. I like that.
I don't like it. They only did 17% last year. And let me see. It did good in the last 5 years. I don't know. I just flushed it. Wasn't feeling it. Wasn't feeling it. All right, next on the list is Oventi. I found this one the other day, Jose. This one, I found this one last week. It was kind of crazy. I'm always finding stuff, bro. Always finding stuff. Just searching, bro. I'm always searching for companies, dog. I'll be searching for a company. That's why I tell people one of the greatest ways to find companies is when you're looking at a company that you like. Let's say you like a company. You look at that company. Go look at the peers. Go look at its peers. Go look at its competitors. And you'll find companies you never thought of. And their performance be crazy. I just gave them some game. They ain't listening to me, though. All right. Oventive. Engaged in the production and development of oil, natural gas, liquids, and natural gas plays. The firm operates through the following segments: Canadian operations, U.S. operations, and market optimization. The Canadian operations segment includes exploration for development, production of oil, NGL, NGS, and other related activities within Canada. The U.S. operations segment includes exploration for development of production of NGL and NGS. Jose, are we flushing it or are we flipping it? Year to date is up 18%. 1 year is up 35%.
I like that. 71% of us are flipping.
I like it. They don't even realize what I'm doing to them.
No, they catching on.
They don't realize. I've really been putting them on game the last month and a half on just different types of stocks because I want them. You don't always got to be in technology. You don't always got to be in the big names. You know what I'm saying? So I really be finding gems for them to look at so they can study, but they're not doing it. They got a portfolio full of technology stocks. Anyway. Program product engages in the production, marketing, and distribution of fresh, frozen, and value-added chicken and pork products for retailers, distributors, Distributors and food service operations. It operates through the following segments: U.S., UK, and Europe. The company was founded by Lonnie L. Pilgrim and Aubrey Pilgrim in 1946. The company is up 27% year to date, 51% in 1 year. Jose, how do we feel about PCC?
Right now we flushing because a lot of people say they don't eat pork.
You don't got to eat it for the people that distribute it.
That was a joke. But it's 53%. We talking about now we flushing. I think they do other stuff too, bro.
I'll flush it. All right, ticker symbol 8, Antro Midstream. It's a growth-oriented mainstream energy company which owns, operates, and develops mainstream energy assets and services, production and completion activities. Operates through the gathering and processing of water handling segments. The gathering and processing segment includes a network of gathering pipelines and compressor stations and collect the process. It also includes equity and earnings from the company's investments and joint ventures. All right, in 1 year, Jose, year to date is up 13%. 1 year is up 35%.
I'm liking it. We got 77% say we flipping it. Let's get money.
77% say they flipping it. All right, next up is Humana, ticker symbol HUM. In the provision of health insurance services, it operates through the insurance of CenterWell segments. The insurance segment consists of Medicare benefits marketed to individuals and directly via group Medicaid accounts, as well as contract with CMS to administer the limited income. The CenterWell segment represents payer agnostics healthcare services offerings, including pharmacy services, providers, and home services. The stock is down 33% year to date and 38% last year. Humana.
Get them on their head.
Talk to me, Jose. Oh, you flushing it? I'm with that. All right. Next one is Newmont, engaged in the exploration and acquisition of gold properties containing copper, silver, lead, zinc, and other metals. It operates through the following segment: North America, South America, and Nevada. The North American segment consists primarily of Carlin, Phoenix, Twin Creeks, and Long Canyon in the state of Nevada. All right, it's a gold company, Newmont Gold. Year to date, down 10%. 1 year, down 24%. Flush it or flip it. Ooh. Next on the list is Tesla. I ain't even gonna get into it. All I'm gonna say is year to date, down 33%. 1 year, down 16%. 5 years is up 781%. Tesla.
What it was again?
Down 16%, down 33%. Don't matter. Don't matter. Tesla, flush it or flip it, Jose. You gonna flush it or you gonna flip it?
We're gonna stick beside it. We're gonna stick beside it. Sound like everything going on discount right now.
What they say in the chat?
Hey, 57%. Hey, fighting. 58%.
58% say what, Jose?
Talking about flip. Flip long term. They say flush now.
Sean, flush it or flip it. Don't flip it, man. I'm gonna run with a young guy. He ain't gonna get out the car. We ain't gonna get out the car. All right, last but not least, Walgreens. All right, engages in the provision of healthcare and pharmaceutical services. It operates through the following segments: United States Retail Pharmacy, International, and United States Healthcare. The U.S. Retail Pharmacy segment includes the operation of retail drugs, health and wellness, specialty and home delivery pharmacy services, and equity model investments. Walgreens Boost Mobile, year to date, down 27%. 1 year, down 45%. How do we feel about Walgreens Boost Mobile with the 8% dividend?
We are flushing it. I'm a CBS fan.
We definitely flushing that. All right, let's get into it, Tudor. All right, man, so y'all know this is our dope, this is our segment right here. We get to talk to our people, we get to listen to our people, we get to hear from our people. We get to answer them live. Let's go to it, man. What we got, man?
Hey, Trap. I'm 14 years old and I've been trading the stock market since I was 10. And this is my first time really getting into crypto stocks such as like Bitcoin, such as the miners and other stuff. The Bitcoin halving is coming up in 19 days, I believe. Yeah. Where do you think Coinbase will go to after the halving? Currently, it's about 267. Okay, thanks, Chap.
First of all, he got the promethazine purple on. You feel me? First of all, let's just start right there. You feel me? Young kid got on the promethazine purple. You dig? You dig? So first of all, shout out to the young king, man. So he been in the game since he was 10, 14 years old. Man, I love to hear that. And this is an amazing question that he asked. First of all, Jose, drop the Trapper Apparel ink in there. The promethazine purple, dog. The promethazine purple, dog. George, why I don't got a purple shirt?
Why you don't have one? You do.
No, I don't.
You need to get one.
I need that purple. I ain't did not one show in the purple shirt.
That's true.
Not one show. I done did pink, I done did red, I done did cream, I done did burgundy. I ain't never did a show in the purple. I got 45 pair of sneakers in my house. And that's just in one closet. That ain't even talking about the 2 boxes that I ain't unpacked. All right, so here's what I think, young king. So the Department of Justice just won a law. They got a lawsuit on Coinbase right now. Depending on how that lawsuit turns out, it's going to affect that. I do think that the halving will be, shout out to you for being that. I think that the halving will benefit Coinbase, but I think that the lawsuit may supersede it. They just coming over, it's kind of like they didn't even get a chance, the crypto world didn't even get a chance to get over Sam Bankman, and there's another situation going on. So I want to see how the lawsuit, I think the lawsuit will impact them more than the halving. I think that's how I feel about that. I think the lawsuit they have with the DOJ will affect them more than the halving. And I don't like it, but I think it'll recover over time but I think we should watch the lawsuit first. Great question, Young King. Appreciate you for tapping in. And if you in here, that means you in the Patreon, you hear me? So we love that. We love that. Let's go a little further, Tootie.
What up, Jose? This is Antoine James. Had a question about Kava, ticker CAVA. Just wanted to get Trap thoughts on Kava as a long-term buy and hold play. I see that they're showing some signs of revenue generation year over year, but some of the financials has caused me a bit of hesitation. Free cash flow isn't what it should be. But the business model is something similar to Chipotle. So, I know there's a lot of talk about it. So just wanted to get Trap thoughts on the long-term buy and hold play. Thanks.
What's good, King? Definitely appreciate you tapping in. I personally would like for it to give me more time. I don't like that a lot of analysts and people have this thing that it's the next Chipotle. I don't like that. And the reason why I don't like that is because Chipotle is Chipotle, dog. You know what I'm saying? That business model, the way they have that set up is just crazy. And I think sometimes it hype up, but don't get me wrong. It did win IPO last year. It's up 55% since its IPO. That's phenomenal work right there. So we can't deny that at all. But what I will say is I like to give it more time. It's only a $56 stock. If it's the next Chipotle, that means it's going to be a $3,000 stock and you got time, right? I think that we need to let it mature. I don't feel like you will miss out on it if it's good. It's like you said, the free cash flow got to work. I looked at it before. Some of the fun. Once people start comparing it to Chipotle, I want to look and see because that's my baby. You know what I'm saying? And just because companies have similarity in business models don't mean they can effectively do the same thing, right? Think about this. How many athletes are 6'9", 200 and something pounds in the NBA, right? But how many of them are built like LeBron, right? You feel what I'm saying? So just because we built alike don't mean we're going to operate at the same effectiveness. It has performed well, but we got to see what is the performance based on. I think we should listen to a couple of those earning calls so we can get an idea of what the CEO talking about so you can get a feel for it. And I'm not saying it can't be the next Chipotle because, another great business in the space. I don't think it'd be another Chipotle. I think it can be a great business in the space. But I would need for them to at least, show me a few quarters of increase in revenue, but also increase in earnings, but also increase in net profit margins, also adding to free cash flow or giving us a profitability date. If they can't give us none of those things, then I don't mind waiting out. The 55% is good. It's up 55%, $23. I'm not mad at that. That's a great stat line, but I need them to perform a little bit more. And if it's a great company, you won't miss the opportunity. That's just my mind. It's still young. You won't miss the opportunity on it. So that's my thoughts on that. All right, let's go a little further.
What's up, Trap? It's Gerald again with another good question for you. So when we're executing on option plays, what date is used to determine the amount of tax that we have to pay? So for example, let's say in January, we buy a call with a June expiration date. And when June comes, instead of selling the options contract, we decide to purchase it by exercising it. What date would then be considered the date of our purchase? Is it January or would it be in June? Peace.
All right, I understand it. So mind you, if the expiration date is in June and you decide to, he said, exercise it, right? Right, you want to buy it. At that point, you forfeit those profits. You have to go in your account and now buy it. You just have the right to buy it at the price that you set for it, which is the discount price. So you, in essence, didn't make profit from January till the date you decided to exercise it, right? So you bought the option contract in January, you got it till June, and then let's say in May, right, you want to exercise that. At that point, you forfeit those gains when you say you want to exercise it. You don't get those gains. Now the market says, okay, you now can buy these shares at said price. So you didn't make the profit. You got to go in your account now and get that money to buy that. So the profit you had that you thought you had, that ain't profit no more, because now you're not selling nothing back to the market. So you didn't get no gains. So that's why most people exercise. That's why most people sell the options, because they take the bread. Now you have gains. If you don't sell the options back to the market, now you have to go in your pocket, and they are obligated to sell you those shares at the agreed upon price in the beginning. I hope that makes sense. Let me say it again for you. All right. Damn, I wish I had the Louis bag. I don't know where it's at. Right? So let's say you wanted to buy, let's say a stock right now is $10. And you bought it in February. And you saying I'm gonna use the same thing he did. He said, let's say you bought it in January, it's $10. Let's say you bought 10 contracts. That means you have 1,000 shares. And you saying the stock is gonna go to $15. Right? You're saying it's gonna go to $15. But by June, the stock is $25 when you exercise. So now you don't have that premium that you have. That percentage that you up, that green that you looking at. Today, put my options portfolio on the thing right quick. This is gonna be even better. Put my options portfolio, boom. So let's say I wanted to buy CrowdStrike at, let's say I had a 310 strike on CrowdStrike. Let me see something. All right, let's say I had a 310 strike on CrowdStrike. I wanted to cash out right now. I'm up 16 grand. Now, Tootie, put that on the big screen. Put it on the front screen. Put that on the front screen so they can see it. Yep. So let's say I want to buy CrowdStrike. We got a September 20 call on it, but we're going to just change the date and say it's right now. Let's say it's up in June. So now we got a September call on it. I'm up 16 grand. Right? CrowdStrike right now is 317. But let's say CrowdStrike was 320 or 335 by the time June comes, right? But I got a 310 strike on it. Well, I don't get this profit once I decide to exercise the option. That ain't my profit no more. Because I'm making the decision that I don't want the profit. I would rather buy it for the strike price. You feel me? Now what happens is, because CrowdStrike is, let's say it's 325 or 330, I get to buy the 1,000 shares at 310, but I get the $20 of equity already built in the stock. You feel me? So that's how that goes. So I don't get the green. That ain't for me no more, because I decided not to take the cash. It's like this. You go to the Price is Right. They give you the option. You want to take the cash or you want the house? If you take the cash, you got the money, right? But if you take the house, you got to pay the taxes. It's kind of essential to what they're doing. It's like saying, all right, you don't want the cash? Cool, because with the cash, you got to sell it back to the market. And when you sell it back to the market now gives you a price on it. But if you say, no, I want the shares, then the seller now is obligated to sell it to you for that strike price. for the 1,000 shares, no matter what the price is now. So the price $380. Matter of fact, to go to my NVIDIA call. This is going to be an even better example. Then go to, all right, boom. So right here, this is a better example right here. So right here, my NVIDIA call is up August 16th. We bought it in January. August 16th, we up $426,000. NVIDIA right now is $800-900. If I wanted to exercise right now, I forfeit the $426,000. I forfeit that. The one at the top. I forfeit that. I forfeit the $426,000, but I now get to buy, I forgot how many, I got 22 contracts, 20 contracts. I get to buy, what that is, 2,000 shares? How much is this? 20 contracts? That's 100 shares, 2,000 shares. So now I get to buy NVIDIA, I get to buy 2,000 shares at $630. But I got $300 and some worth of equity, which will show up in my account. Yeah, it'll show up in my account. So it's on you. If you wanna, somebody say chill, Trap. You say chill, Trap. I paid for this. You tripping right now. He asked me, fam. Chris, don't hold that against me, brother. Chris, don't hold that against me. Don't hold that against me. Don't hold that against me. Right? So that's how that go, family. That's how that will go. So you won't get, it's not like you double win. You got to forfeit, you got to forfeit those gains to buy. Right? That's why 90% of options, people sell them. They're like, nah, give me the bread. Because they would rather take the money and then go do what they want to do with it than exercise it. Now, in some situations, I'm not going to lie. Shoot, like I got a 460 call on NVIDIA. I got a 460 call. I got 2 contracts left. You feel me? I got a 460 call. And it ain't up till, I think, August, September. It's up 700%. I got 2 contracts. That's 200 shares. I can exercise that because I done ate off it since last year. So I can exercise that and say, all right, y'all, let me buy these 200 shares at 460. And now it's $900. I got $400 and something worth of intrinsic value. $600 and something. No. Nope. Your premium is what held you to the position. You forfeit that. You forfeit the premium. You forfeit the profit. You forfeit the premium. Good question. You forfeit the premium and you forfeit the profit in order to get the discount. You feel me? So that's why, that's the dope part about when you're doing the 6-8 months like we do, because it'll put you in a position a lot of time to be like, you know what? It makes sense. I got the contract for $460. The shit is $1,000 now. I had 10 contracts in the beginning. Now I done ate off it so much, I'm down to 2. Man, let me exercise that. Let me get these 200 shares for $460. I done made the stock pay for itself. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm going to answer the question, man. Let me see. All right, let's go a little further.
Trap, how the recovery coming? Man, it's good to always have you back. I got a question for you. How many options accounts do you have? How many long-term and mid-term accounts do you have? Another thing, during the 4 economic cycles, how do you determine which economic cycle we're in at this time? And one more thing, happy birthday, Jose. I did this for you, fam.
Running back. Miguel has some good stuff. Miguel, stop whispering to me, dog.
Trap, how the recovery coming? Man, it's good to always have you back. I got a question for you. How many options accounts do you have? How many long-term and mid-term accounts do you have? Another thing, during the 4 economic cycles, how do you determine which economic cycle we're in at this time? And one more thing, happy birthday, Jose.
The what
This
cycle?
is for you, fam.
Turn it up out here for the first time. Because if you're talking in cursive,
The what cycle?
The economic cycle.
What about them?
Based on which economic cycle it is, what do you do during those cycles? Like, what do you do in these cycles?
he be talking in cursive.
One more time.
One more time?
Trap, how the recovery coming? Hey, man, it's good to always have you back. I got a question for you. How many options accounts do you have? How many long-term and mid-term accounts do you have? Another thing, during the 4 economic cycles, how do you determine which economic cycle we're in at this time? And one more thing, happy birthday, Jose. This is for you, fam.
I got it. I got one options account. That's the one I show y'all every week. I was thinking about getting another one to just have for myself, but I got too much going on as it is, so I don't mind showing y'all that. So I got one of those. I got the recession portfolio. I got my primary portfolio. I have my Roth IRA. I have a 3 to 5 year portfolio, and I got to create the dividend portfolio. So I basically got 4 of those, depending on what I want. Oh, and I said the recession portfolio. I got my primary portfolio, I got my Roth IRA, I got my mid. Yep. So I got 4 of those portfolios together. And as far as the economic cycles go, every cycle has different. That's in the Wall Street Trappin course, I think. I forgot what module is in because I don't know it off the top of my head. But every cycle has. I wrote down the descriptions in the cycles. I wrote down the descriptions because I just can't get it off the top of my head right now. It is peak to trough is how you go through it. Peak, trough, recession. I forgot the other one off the top of my head. It's been a long day. And each cycle has different. Each cycle has different stocks that benefits from it. So if you're in a peak cycle, contraction. There we go, contraction. So each cycle has different stocks that operate different. So if you're in a recessionary cycle, you know certain stocks operate a certain way. If you're in a peak cycle, that means the economy is robust. If you're in that contraction, expansion cycle, another expansion, it's another way. And then when you're in a trough cycle, you have certain stocks that go a certain way. And so that's why I keep telling you need to learn basic economics, right? Because you can understand, you know you in the peak cycle because the bank's giving away a lot of money. Well, you know you're in expansion when banks giving away a lot of money because they're trying to grow. You know in peak cycle when everything running hot. You know you're in recession because things are what? Closures and going down. You know you're in a trough cycle because that's the almost turnaround cycle. When we almost turning, we almost shifting away. So understanding those cycles help you understand what's working well in the market. So understand that you you'll hear on CNBC and a lot of other things you'll hear the phrase from peak to trough. That means from top to bottom, from top of cycle to bottom of the cycle, right? Because recession is not the bottom, right? So you'll hear from peak to trough, and that's simply what that means. All right, let's go, man. Good question, Miguel. Start speaking up a little bit. That's my dog, man. I like Miguel, man. That's my dog, man. Let's go, man. That was it? Damn. That was good, man. Hey. That was some good questions, man. Man, I don't know, man. I just feel good. I'm glad to be back. I'm glad that we are in that mode. First, and another week, man, we hit 3,000 tonight again. I'm just proud of us, man. I'm proud of where we going. I'm proud of the trajectory that we on. Nothing too deep tonight, man. I just wanted to say thank y'all. We 88 episodes in, man. We 12 episodes away from 100, and that can't happen without y'all.
I also want us to know that our goal is to help the culture build wealth one share at a time. And one share at a time simply means the journey. One share at a time simply means we do the best with what we have in that phase. But we use each other as encouragement. We use each other for guidance. We use each other for motivation. We don't use each other as stepping stones, and we don't pull each other back down. Our goal is to help you get it out the market so nobody behind you have to get it out the mud. And I want you to personify that. I want you to be the personification of that. I want you to be the reason why your whole family understand that the market is how we build wealth. I want you and your whole family to understand that no longer will you have to work 2 and 3 jobs. No longer will we have to go in debt, the bad way to live the way we want to live. I want us to understand that freedom is attainable. Freedom is attainable. We got a show coming up on the 23rd, man. I'm super excited to see each and every last one of y'all. I can't wait to pack it out up in here with 50 people because it was a vision that I had. And the vision is just getting started. I hope that everybody that tune into us each and every week, I know that everybody in here will become millionaires. I have no doubt in my mind. From 5 figures to 6 figures to 7 figures. And the more we do this show, one day some of us gonna say, Trap, I've been with you since episode 1. Somebody gonna say, Trap, I've been with you episode 15. And at that phase, we'll be at episode 300, 400, 500. And by that point, I know we'll have a whole bunch of millionaires in it. Tonight, we had a 14-year-old that said he's been investing in trading since he was 10. That shows you the importance of what you're doing, because he ain't just come up on that on his own. Either he introduced it or somebody, his family introduced it, but that let us also know that it's a thing in that household. It's a thing in that household. What is the thing now? What is the culture now in your household? Now is the greatest time. We can't let this time pass us by. There's no way they got these companies hitting all-time highs, these CEOs getting all this money, these wealth, these transfers, these $66 trillion in wealth. There's no reason why we not a part of that. So every week you come in, man, I want you to get in that chat. When you're in that chat, I want you to connect with somebody. You see the people that's in the chat that's really getting to it. You see the Khadijas, and you see the Tories, and you see the Dows, and you see the Chelseas. You see the people that's really getting to it in the chat. You see the people that's really active in the chat each and every week. That's the people you need to be related. That's how we build community. I promise you it ain't just about me. I don't even consider myself like the leader or nothing. I just consider myself like a conduit to make us all connect. I feel like I'm just the conduit that make us all connect. Shabazz X, Chris Carter. I'm just the conduit that make us all connect. I'm just the reason we all get together each and every Tuesday and talk our talk and laugh and joke. I'm just a conduit. I ain't gotta be the leader. I'm just a conduit. Because guess what, man? Man, together we a force. Imagine if 3,000 of us took all our money and we put it in one stock, or 3,000 of us took our money and put it in one investment vehicle. 3,000 of us created the fund. Just imagine if 3,000 of us did that. 3,000 of us did that and growing. 3,000 of us and growing. That's massive action right there. That's change. That's how we move the needle. It ain't just me. It ain't just me. Honestly, I'm just here to show y'all it's possible. I'm just here to show, that's why I show big numbers. That's why I show big losses. I want you to show us, I want you to be like, yep, it's possible. It's possible. Because once you see it, you can't unsee it. Once you see it, you cannot unsee it. And once you see it, you don't got no choice but to know it's real, because we show it each and every week to embed it in your brain. This is adult financing right here. Remember, man, your financial growth is non-negotiable. And as long as you come in each and every week, I promise you, we ain't negotiating with it. We pressing forward. We showing the ups, we showing the downs, we showing the wins, we showing the losses, because it's all a part of the end game that we playing, and that's a freedom game. The network game. We ain't worrying about dollars. What freedom gonna cost us? But also, what is gonna cost us to not be free? And once we understand that game, man, I'm here for all of us, y'all. We ain't got time to have opinions about nothing but our freedom. We ain't got time to indulge in nothing but things that's gonna help us get free. And so with that, man, I want to thank y'all. I know that we got 3.5 hours tonight, man. I ain't going to hold y'all too much longer. I know y'all got to go to work in the morning. It's cool, because I got work to do too, man. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I see y'all next week. Same time, same place. Hey, listen. Go to the Wallstreet Trapper page if you don't know about it. The Wallstreet Trapper YouTube. We've been putting some dope content out there. Me and B. Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. It's Saturday. We putting some good content out there. So definitely tap into that. Make sure you go to all podcast platforms and check out our audio experience. Man, me and Jose been dropping some game on that, man. So definitely make sure y'all download it and put it on audio download. Man, join Trappers Anonymous if you're looking for a dope community. Join the Patreon if you're looking for a dope community. Get your merch, man. Trapper Apparel Inc. We do got the hats on deck. We got the hats on deck. Y'all been asking me. The hats are on deck, and the purple Promethazine shirts is on deck. Last but not least, man, let's get them 50 seats packed. Let's get y'all in here. Let's experience. Let's make the first show a dope show. You feel me? You never know who might pop up. You feel me? Let's make the first show a dope show, because you never know who might pop up with your boy. It's your boy, the Wallstreet Trapper. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night. You hear me?